Hello. Welcome to the Scuba Hotel, where we're going to get into the new Vickers drop. And then later, I think I'm going to cut this stream and we'll start a different stream for the DSP stuff, because the DSP stuff is also amazing, and it inspired me to even stream today. I mean, it was amazing, the DSP stuff. But first, we're going to focus on the new revelation of the Vickers family drama. And this one is going to fucking blow your minds. It's some mind fucking bending, some mind blowing stuff, filled with every white trash scam and scandal that you could possibly imagine. I'm joined by the Squire. This is just going to be me and Squire getting into it.
Hello. Yes. I've been busy all day. I just got home, and I'm ready to hear the latest in this continual drama. Like, I wasn't expecting this. I always thought this was just going to be like a 3-day story. I thought we were going to go on our usual 5-day vacation after streaming for a day, like everyone else in the sector does. But apparently it continues. Oh.
It continues.
It's tough.
The Vickers are swingers. As I was talking about, if you go back 2 years ago, I discussed this on the Scuffed Express. I think it was during the stream snipe of one of the bigger streams. I discussed their swinging, their habitual swinging, and how they've been up to this activity for a long time. And as I said on Twitter earlier, I think this weekend, what was that, on Sunday, I said, yes, I already know. Vickers was fucking other women than his wife, and his wife was fucking a lot of other men, including Tyrone, who might have given her AIDS, and Vickers got AIDS.
It's
yeah.
It's
yes,
By the way,
Tyrone.
Chat, the cat is doing very well. The cat's actually on my lap right now. As soon as I get home, the cat immediately just gets on my lap and just wants attention.
Where is that other picture
It's the lap
from
cat.
my Twitter? I can pull up my Twitter. We're having PTSD panic attacks every second of every day, so we can rake in that sweet disability money.
My sister.
That sweet
disability
money. I'm having a panic attack. It's blood, cow. I can't take it. VHS archive already with the drop. Disavow content. Paypig mommy person.
Whoa, the
Huge
huge
VHS
2-pound super chat. Let's go.
What?
It's very traumatic, It's very traumatic.
This
They're
is a very traumatic event. They learned
I don't know
it.
why, buddy. You should have started the stream with the trigger warning, because we're going to be talking about the whole Victim Olympics.
It's the Victim Olympics. Everybody's trying to get that disability check. Who will get the most from disability? They all learn these tricks from mommy, so I don't really feel that bad for mommy in a way. I'm not going to be the one to side with Mrs. Vickers, because she taught these kids all these tricks, and it's come back to bite her in the ass. Victim Olympics for a mommy. It looks like the kids are a chip off the old block. I'll tell you that
if chat remembers, a long time ago, we went over all the tweets where Faith listed all the things she was victimized about. She's a victim of this, victim of that, did this happened to her, I have PTSD from this, I have depression from this. Shocking revelation today, chat. Every single member of the Vickers family says the exact same shit.
Every single member of the Vickers family has PTSD, panic attacks.
Remember, Faith also said that her cat was a victim of rape.
Well, her cat was a victim. The cat, even the cat had PTSD and panic attacks.
And guess what? You're going to learn that everyone that the Vickers knows apparently also has PTSD.
Yes. Everyone who marries into the Vickers family, everybody who dates a member of the Vickers family, they all have PTSD and trauma and disability checks. And none of them can get jobs. They all need to be on that sweet, sweet government dole. That sweet, sweet government dole. It's almost a shock when I told everybody that Mommy Vickers is in a wheelchair, so her and all the kids could get a big fat check from the government to fund their, Wigger lifestyle of buying A-Logs PS5s. Shocker.
I am shocked and appalled, buddy. I'm shocked and appalled.
Shocker.
I can't believe everyone's on disability. Is Rockland, California, like a disability?
Yes, the entire town has PTSD and on disability.
We might have to do like a Google Street View safari because I want to see how fucked up this town is. Is there like a fucking check cashing place?
The entire town is on disability in Rockland. I mean, do you even find that odd, Squire?
No, because Northern California is full of a lot of rednecks and hicks and white trash. Shockingly, you would think, San Francisco, it's all liberal. No, it's like 90. Like the liberal yuppies are like 10% of the population of the whole northern half of the state. The rest of it is just all like white trash, welfare queens and shit. It's unreal. It's bizarre. You wouldn't expect it. It's like going to the South.
Yes. It's like going to the South.
It is, buddy. It is.
So we have here Vigor's own son. He had a vision of an Ethan. As a young boy, he had a vision of a man who he would base his entire life around, and his name was Ethan, so he decided to name his son after him.
Why would you do this?
Why? Because it was the man that could make them the ultimate victims, the ultimate grifters.
This has been one of my favorite pieces of Vickers lore, is that not only is the son named Ethan, but the cat, the family cat's name is Ralph. I'm not kidding. The family cat's name is Ralph.
Brian,
so literally.
Brian is a nice family man, and we can't let him get involved in this horrible stuff. It's all very boring for Brian, and, he has a nice family, and the Vickers are crazy. And it would pain me if Brian got involved in this kind of horrible thing. The Vickers are very litigious. They've tried to sue me multiple times. Why is Tekken 8 music playing? The Vickers are very litigious. They're very angry people. They've tried to sue me. They've tried to sue everybody. Well, even they went after Deadman and Daimo, and literally sent the police to Daimo's grandmother's nursing home to shake him down.
That's wild. That's why. Daimo sadly was the only victim, really, of the Vickers onslaught, because everyone else is not retarded, but didn't say I have this piece of blackmail. You pay me $1,000.
Yeah, that was stupid. I told him that was retarded, but he never listened. He never listened to anything. He thought I was trying to set him up as usual because he's another retard. But I told him it wouldn't work out well. Deadman was the only one who complied. Even Daimo was smart enough to go, I'm not complying with this subpoena. I don't care if you send police to my grandmother's nursing home. I'm not signing this crap. Even he had the sense. Only Deadman was stupid enough to think that was going to... Only Deadman signed, tried to get people locked up at the threat of the Vickers.
Yes, that's true. Daimo's grandmother that lives at the foot of Mount Fiji.
Yes. Let's get right into it, Squire.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. We need appropriate music to go into this because this is thrilling.
I mean, there's so many options for appropriate music.
Oh, I have it.
Oh shit, let's go.
I have This is the only appropriate music for this one. This is the only appropriate music. These people have all been raped and abused.
No.
They come from hellfire and misery.
No.
They opened the box of infinite suffering. You know, these would be the people that would be trying to get into that fucking... What was it called? What's the box called in Hellraiser? The puzzle box?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
You know they'd be dying for it, so they could be victims even more.
You know, they saw the sign-up sheet to be a victim of a saw trap, and we're just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to sign up for that.
Yes.
It's tough.
So let's see here, Squire.
Yes.
The following statement is made to the best of my knowledge. Oh wait, we gotta lower this background music. It's too high.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's gonna drown me out. Hold on a second. I don't understand. Look, it's turned almost all the way down. It needs to be epic, though, Squire. Oops. Here we go. Now.
Yeah.
The following statement is made best of my knowledge. The person I am seeking protection from is my mother, Ariana Vickers. Her abusive and self-destructive behavior began approximately October 2023. Not your entire lives, when she taught you how to have a PTSD panic attack and apply for disability. Not when she faked being in a wheelchair so that she could collect disability checks not only for herself but her 5 children to fund the Wigger lifestyle. No, it started in 2023.
Whoa.
Following a sudden halt in medication that she had been taking for approximately 15 years. This medication, Cymbalta, is an antidepressant medication prescribed to moderate her consistent anxiety and depression symptoms, which seems to be exhibited in the rest of her family.
It must be contagious.
It must be contained, must be taught. My grandfather used to blow up kittens in the desert with fireworks. I have PTSD from memories I don't even have.
Didn't they used to have a ton of commercials on TV for Cymbalta?
Oh, yes.
I want to remember.
Yes.
Well,
it was part of the Social Security scam.
Yeah, it's one of those like medications where it's like you should ask your doctor if you should take.
You should contact Social Security immediately and apply for disability if you have a prescription for Cymbalta.
That was always bizarre to me with like pharmaceutical commercials. Like, you should go to your doctor and ask them if you should take this. It's like,
yeah, you should go to your doctor and say you had a panic attack so you could make us lots of money.
You need to take this shit. I don't know. Whatever. Let's continue.
Where were we?
It has been known to her, me, and the rest of my immediate family,
that when she stopped taking this medication, it results in extreme manic and depressive episodes that are typically accompanied by extreme actions.
Oh no.
Since she has stopped taking the medication, and more specifically over the past year, her actions and reactions to things both large and small have become more sporadic, hostile, and flat out malicious. We're gonna really act like this just started happening in 2023.
It just magically started.
It's just magic. She was just heavily medicated because it had never happened before then.
It's one day suddenly, Hitler became the head of Germany. One day suddenly, it just happened.
When Vickers didn't want to pay child support for 3 kids, his wife became severely mentally ill.
Yes.
Yes.
I love how they literally are it's the same script in every single one of these frickin'
Yes, it's
These
true.
people-
According to
it's a
Ralph,
thing
the
that-
court cases versus Ariane are moving forward on April 9th. This is true.
Oh shit!
We're going to see how quickly these can get thrown out of court.
Do you think Ralph's gonna show up to the courthouse?
He shouldn't. I mean, Ralph should not be getting involved in this at all.
No. He needs to go. He needs
Oh
to
my
go.
God. That's so retarded. These people have literally made it their life's mission. Like, our original theory on the Vigors was, which has turned out to be right in every single way, is that Ralph was specifically targeted to be brought into the Vickers' lives immediately. Even Faith's pregnancy and begging for her to get pregnant was all a plan by the Vigors, being the white trash that they are, to continue this victim complex. Now, it's hard to believe that an entire family thrives on being victims, but I mean, reading this is believing. Seeing it is believing. Spit live stream outside the courthouse.
He should. That'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. But
Or
he
you know
shouldn't.
what? You know what? Screw it. Instead, okay. You know what? Conflict of interest. Have
Yes.
Rackets go down there, and he's a lawyer, so he'd be able to understand everything. He can live stream it. That'd be base. Plus, Rackets is familiar with the swinger lifestyle, so he would be able to,
Yes.
really get
Well, they
deep
want to
dive.
swing with the Rackets family. They thought they could get in on that through Ralph, but it didn't work out.
Yes, Ralph was baited. Of course, Ralph ends up being the victim in all of it.
Well, yeah, Ralph was really the victim in all of this. I mean, he was specifically targeted by these people. I believe it. I believed it 5 years ago more than anything, and I believe it even now and have been vindicated on every
Well,
single
it was clear
count.
how she was talking to the halfway cock, how basically this was all orchestrated just to...
Well, she was trying to
for some
orchestrate it with multiple other online personalities for years until
Yes.
she got her hooks into Ralph.
Well, yeah, she's been trying all kinds of guys, but the
She was
problem
trying
is
to do it when
they
she was
all-
underage, but most of the people, when they found out, somehow there is like a god in a way, and they found out when she was underage, they just kicked her out or whatever. But once she
But she was
turned 18, she could finally get her hooks in.
But she was trying to do it to a bunch of different e-celebs.
Oh my
She was
God.
doing it to... What was that one? That Australian guy?
Suit yourself, yes.
Yeah, Suit Yourself. Yeah. She was trying to do that to him.
And Vickers was like going like, my daughter is a victim. You're trying to rape her. Yes, they tried this.
And-
They tried this so many times, and they finally hooked somebody.
And that was the thing, like the whole thing, from start to finish, from her showing up to Ralph's house to Vickers making the fucking website to everything, it all just sounded orchestrated.
It was all orchestrated.
It was
from
like
the jump.
it's like literally a script. Like, this is all a script. And we were kind of all saying the same thing behind the scenes. We're just like, wow, we couldn't have wrote this better. Like, what's going on? There's no way this is like organic and legit. This is a bunch of psychopaths that are targeting Ralph specifically for some fucking reason.
I had been employed under both my parents during the latter half of 2023. As
Oh, what
well
happened
as
to
the
that?
beginning of 2024. Yes,
Oh, what happened?
while
what
scamming
happened?
old people out of their retirement. This is what he was employed doing.
That's
Going
true.
up to around late February.
Mick out in the chat. Faith was a Worski fan as well. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she was trying to hook up with Worski as well. She was
trying to
trying
hook
to do
up
this
with
with everybody. She really was. She was desperate.
Yeah.
During this time, I had to talk my mother down from a significant amount of freak out scenarios, including a scenario where a long-time client had not commented on her recent weight loss. Now, I could also elaborate on all of this.
Recent weight loss.
Yes. So the Vickers use their clients as their own personal therapists. And anybody who came into the coin shop was regaled with the most white trash stories about their family that you could do. When the
Oh my
Faith
God.
drama was going on. I'm pretty sure Viggers whipped out the sex tape and started
he
showing
probably had
customers
that
of the
shit
coin
playing
shop.
on loop. In the
It was
fucking
on
coin
loop
shop.
in the coin shop, and so was Ralph's
With
show.
the bloody shirt and the fucking, literally they had the fucking
Everybody knew in the
USB
town.
drive with the sex tape on the wall.
I won't say how I know. Maybe I have an inside man. Or maybe, I just live up to my title. My actual namesake. But the Viggers would tell everybody everything about their personal business. And that's how everybody in the town knew. And that's how they spread all of the information and then cried about it that they were victims.
I mean, just think too, like, I don't think Rockland's that big of a town, but it's a similar situation to what happened with Rackets, where everyone in the town knew Rackets was doing weird shit.
Yes.
Because Rackets was just so overt about it, he didn't give a shit. But with the Vickers, it's a little different, because the
Vickers are almost
they would literally force it onto you that, oh yeah, by the way.
Yeah, my daughter is a victim of revenge porn. Do you want to watch the tape? Look at this evil man, Ethan Ralph.
This piece of shit.
Little did they know that Ralph would break them before they broke him. In an outstanding show of stamina and pure willpower. Ralph broke them and their entire family. So Mrs. Vickers was literally having manic episodes and PTSD attacks because she had massive plastic surgery and nobody in the shop complimented her on it.
Massive plastic surgery? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, she had like a full lipo, gastric bypass, tummy tuck, the whole deal,
fuck.
Breast implants, the whole deal, over $100,000 worth.
Jesus Christ. I thought she already had big tits. She got her tits bigger.
Well, she had to reinflate them after the gastric bypass.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Good Lord. She must look like some fucking freak monstrosity now with all that plastic surgery.
And she spent the rest of the working day screaming at my father for that very reason. I believe everything in this, by the way. I believe every single part of this story.
Yeah, I believe it, but the thing that I don't like about it is you can tell they all had like the writer's room meeting where they all sat down and said, okay, this is how I'm going to write my... thing. This is how.
Oh, this was all written by their father, because it doesn't written like it was written by the son. But I actually believe every single part of this.
Yes.
Everything in this, I actually believe happened. It's just spun in a way to make him the biggest victim of them all, because he has to surpass his sister and his mother and his father.
Everyone is the biggest victim.
Because being a victim is the best way to get a restraining order. Well, no.
Yes.
If every child could take a restraining order against their parent for screaming at them.
Oh, fuck.
Can you imagine?
It'd be like that fucking, oh God, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of that episode of, what is it? Where like all the parents are, it's like South Park, where all the parents were like accused of like abusing their kids.
Yes.
And then it ended up being the whole town was just nothing but the kids. All the parents were gone.
All the parents were gone, yes.
All right, let's continue.
Yes. And leaving me, so it says, so we'll just start this whole sentence all over again. I had to talk my mother down from significant amount of freak out scenario, including the scenario. I lost my place. Including the scenario where a longtime client had not commented on her recent weight loss, and she spent the rest of the working day screaming at my father for that very reason, and leaving me to mediate. Overall, I had attempted to remain a neutral mediator between my mother and father during their conflict. They had been going through divorce since December 2023. Although I had a tendency to argue in my mother's favor. However, mainly out of fear of the reaction of my mother would have, if I had said anything in my father's favor. The first notable mention of the interaction between Ariana and myself, imagine calling your mother by her first name, was November 14th, 2023 at 7:49 p.m. He remembers the exact moment, the exact second of the
Now,
abuse,
pause,
Squire.
pause. This was 2 years ago. Why is he just doing it now?
Well, he remembers the exact. He still remembers the exact
Come on,
second.
If I were the judge, I'd see that and I'd be like, oh. And then I look at the fact that like there's like 3 other ones of these, and they all revolve around the father. I'm like, oh, I see what's happening here, and I would just throw this shit out immediately. But continue.
The first notable mention, yes, she had used Apple iMessage to ask me if I had been planning on attending my immediate family's Thanksgiving event, to which I had asked if my parents' close friend, who is for whatever reason redacted, even though the Satanist girlfriend is not, I don't understand why Shenmue redacted this guy. The importance to his appearance is linked to Ariana informing me that she would be entering an ethical, non-monogamous relationship with my father. Sweetheart, young man, this has been going on since before you were born. This wasn't the first one, bro. This has been going on a long time. Tyrone, there's been a lot of Tyrones with mommy. Now, maybe that would cause PTSD. I don't know, Squire. Do you think that's a valid, Tyrone is banging mommy? Is that tough on the kids? I think so.
I mean, if they walked in on it, yeah, that'd be.
Maybe that's why they're so fucked up.
I mean, are we actually peering into the future of the Rackets household right now?
Well, like, that's already happened in the Rackets household.
Right, but are we going to see all the kids start, putting restraining orders out against the parents? And
yeah, maybe when they get old enough. Yeah, probably.
And be like, yeah, there's this fucking googly-eyed fuck wearing glasses that I walked in on railing my mom.
Yeah, Matthew Vickers, Tyrone, and herself. My partner, Fiona, has had multiple experience with non-monogamous situations. So the son is also a cuck following in Daddy's footsteps. She also, the son's girlfriend is also getting banged on, by Tyrone while he watches in the corner. Situations. Can you believe that? Why would he even admit to that in a restraining order? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I have to take a pause from that. Just suck that in, Squire. My partner, Fiona, has had multiple experience with non-monogamous situations that have left her unsettled when put in an environment with a non-monogamous couple. So he's just admitting that his girlfriend used to be in weird polyamorous relationships herself, and probably with the son as well.
You notice how he says partner, not girlfriend? Is this like a tranny or something?
Well, who knows? Maybe he's a tranny.
I think it's a
Don't
tranny.
forget, this is the Victim Olympics. So
I bet
he might
it's
be
a tranny.
transitioning. He
It's
might
a
be
fucking
transitioning, or they probably are both transitioning. Let's be.
Well, remember, Faith used to dress up her brothers in like.
Yeah,
girls' clothing.
Faith used to say her brothers like to dress up in her dresses. So.
Yeah, well, like too, as in she just put them on.
Well, maybe he really did like it. Maybe we're seeing into Well, this family's so fucked up, and it's California.
It is California. Maybe there's a welfare thing for trannies in California. There probably is.
No, Ralph, you're not coming on.
What?
I told you. You're not coming on. I don't want you involved in this either. This is my playground. Okay?
Person doesn't want to share the football.
I don't want to share this with anybody but myself and the Squire.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I've already told
Stop
Ralph. I told Ralph already. Ralph, you should not be involved in this. Just bask in the glory of it. You don't have to get down in the muck and the dirt. These people are actually below you. I know you like to be the dirtiest ape in the zoo. I know you love to roll in the pig shit. These people are below you. You need to stay out of it. And let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy this for you. But I already told you, I don't want you involved. There'll be no crossover. You think I should let Ralph on?
I mean, you know, it's your show, buddy. I'm not going to tell you what to do in your show.
You're the other 50%.
I mean, Ralph does, I guess, have a claim to the scalp. Fine. You know, he does have the claim to it. But I mean, I do agree that he should just,
Ralph,
like he said before.
I'll let Ralph come on.
He needs to let the bodies just float down the river.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll discuss it with Ralph live. Why cuck it, I guess. Come on.
You know.
Why cuck it, I guess. I'll just do it on the air. Ralph.
Hello.
Ralph.
Join by, can you?
We can't hear you, buddy.
Yeah, he's muted. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Make sure your mic is the default. It's not going to a webcam or something. Ralph is here. Nobody can hear him. I can't hear him either. But he's in the call. DSP would let Ralph on. Let's see. I'll go to the chat real quick while Ralph is sorting out his audio issues. Womanly thinking. Ralph, dude, let another ape in the zoo cover himself in poop in peace. Exactly. Well, that's my fucking take. He's still a better streamer than Perspic. Well, yeah, Ralph is a better streamer. I hope Perspic calls. Yes. Yeah, well, Shaggy is a predator. I mean, Shaggy, I guess Shaggy is denying the things that he said that came out of his own mouth. Who knows? I did not even, Surfer linked it to me and I said, I have zero. In the Shadow Realm, hurry up, Perspic. Let Brian on, get fake Brian on. Perspic is sabotaging Ralph. Okay. Ralph?
Oh,
we just heard you for a second
there.
Come on, you're killing my momentum. Ralph!
Oh, you're what? Nigga, I'm the one with all the inside info. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know you're the guy with the inside info, but don't you want to just take a fucking step back for a minute and not be involved in this nasty... I mean, this is just the most unhinged, insane shit.
Team Ariana Vickers. That's what I am.
Oh my god. You know I don't agree with this, right?
Well, yeah, I know you don't.
You know I'm against this, right? I'm so against this.
And you're wrong. Because Matthew Vickers, according to his own wife, raped her.
Well, he is a piece of shit. I don't want to, but I can't litigate a rape on a live stream. I'm not going to litigate a rape. I'm going to let the courts take care of that.
Let me speak, please.
Yes,
he made up a lie about somebody else having AIDS, which, by God, I wish Matthew Vickers would catch AIDS. But he made that up. He made that up.
Well, I believe that. We haven't even gotten to that part yet.
And to shame her partner. So that's my opinion, and there's no defamation there whatsoever. And he fed it to his son, and I saw his fat son in court today, looking like Matthew Vickers Jr., nipples protruding, ill-fitting suit. I saw it all in court today, and by God, I'm allowed to be in court, and ain't no motherfucker can stop me from being in court.
Are you gonna go?
Nah.
Are you really gonna go to the court?
It's in court today. What are you talking about?
So you were there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was there for his hearing and face hearing. Yeah.
Oh my God. So what happened?
Let's go.
All right, give us some live reporting, Ralph. Even though I really am trying to be like real with you and tell you to stay out of it, whatever. You're determined to get involved. I mean, I don't get it. These people are so determined to pull you in. There's fucking 3 lawsuits against another person. Well, not lawsuits. There's 3 restraining orders about another person with your name plastered all over it. I know you can't help yourself and you want to be involved. They so desperately want to pull you into this. And you got to jump right in. So come on. Give us, all right, so give us the scoop. Ralph?
You mean the only living grandmother to my son?
Well, sure, okay.
Who is being victimized by an absolute piece of shit who
So-
has victimized many other people over the years? Like, why would
Well, yeah, I
not
believe
stop?
that. I sort of believe that.
And I have, listen, man, I've told you 5% of what I know. And so, like, you really, and again, I respect your opinion. You've been right before. I'll say that for sure.
I just think
But
for you, I'm
Here-
thinking about you, and I'm thinking you could ride high on this and just enjoy it in the background instead of having to get involved and possibly get, you know, like, do you need any more stress in your life? Or isn't your
Yeah.
life stressful enough? You know what I'm
Because I'm
saying,
winning.
Ralph?
dude, look at what is happening. Matthew Vickers, but listen, the thing is, I know so much about Vickers and about what all is going on, and I haven't told people, right? And people can mesh this back in with my video. I know they can't hear me clearly because I'm on the road. I didn't bring my microphone like a fucking dumbass, and so I was talking into the phone, and people were like, Ralph's drunk. I don't know. You can make your own decision. I am not drunk, but whatever. Because I sound like shit, right? Because I'm talking in, I was literally calling into my own Google Hangouts so that I would be able to talk on the computer. So, but this is a guy who you barely even know the tip of the iceberg about what I know. And he's turned on me, whatever. Of course he hates me. But he's turned on his wife. He's taken his kids and tried to use them as a weapon against his wife. His wife accused him of rape. He, in my opinion, made up a false accusation and fed it to his children. That, and by the way, he opened up his own relationship, Perspicacity. You understand that, right?
Yes. I think they have always had an open relationship.
Well, I don't know about that. But
I
what
do.
I'm saying is, well, okay, that's your opinion. What I'm saying is he's on record opening up. So, and then he's claiming somebody has AIDS, which they don't. I've seen the report. I mean, unless they're just totally faking the report, all right? So I don't think they are. And I know that person. I have sources that nobody else has. And I don't believe Matthew Vickers. I believe he's a liar. I believe he's a con man. He cheated this old man out of his money. In my opinion, he stole his business in the first place, and he belongs under the jail.
Hmm. Well,
I mean-
I don't disagree with you that he belongs in jail. I mean, he's an absolute scam artist, welfare leech.
And you know, I know you have your beef with Ariana or whatever, but
I
look,
don't have
dude,
a beef with her, but I have to go with my instincts. And my instincts have been right. Like, it's been dead on the whole time. And you know, everything I have predicted 5 years ago has been dead to rights, bullseye dead on. And maybe you should trust that over other things. And you also know from personal experience that all of the things I said about 5 years ago, all the stuff that I was speculating that you were doing and stuff was dead on too.
okay, well, let
Do
me
you
ask
remember
this-
when that you did that stream with Digibro and Pantsu? And I immediately said that you were fucking Pantsu behind Digibro's back?
no idea what you're talking about. I don't know who that is.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We don't know who that is. That's right. I forgot about that.
I've never heard of a person by that name, and
Yeah.
I've only had
Well,
one wife.
I mean, let's say that you were dating somebody and I said that you were secretly dating somebody and I said that you were fucking them. And you denied it at the time, but it was 100% true, right? And I had no way of knowing that information. Is that true?
No, I won't comment.
All right. All
on your
right. Okay.
conversation. So, but what I'm saying is, who's been right the last month? Who's the one who's been putting out the mega hits? It's not you. It's me.
Okay.
I mean, do you deny that, or
I think I've been enjoying watching it, Ralph.
you want to give me my flowers, or do you want to just like keep denying? I'm just asking you. Like,
Well, I would love to give you your flowers. By letting, I am giving you your flowers. Well, I'm just saying, just enjoy it.
Yeah, well, the enjoyment's not done.
Because they're just
As long
pulling
as-
you into lawsuits. You know they're going to pull you into all kinds of crap with this. All right.
They lost. So I'm not fucked up about it. And I know I'm on the right side. And I've seen plenty of evidence that I know that I'm on the right side. And it's my right as an American in Mexico to speak out against this bullshit. And if they don't like it, take it to court. You notice they haven't filed shit against me, right?
Well, so far.
Not-
Until
Okay,
they're only claiming in these restraining. I mean, it's really almost like they're trying to take a restraining order out against you again. But they just put Ariana's name on the freaking restraining order papers, and then half of the restraining order is about you.
Somebody up north who failed against about that. I heard they did, at least. I don't know for sure, but
I mean,
you
either
know,
way, they're gonna fail. I just think it's stressful to be going through multiple restraining orders now against the entire Vickers clan.
so well, I'm on Team Ariana Vickers. I mean, I'm saying that openly. I believe
I know that.
he
I don't think anybody doubts that.
You don't doubt he raped her.
I don't know. I'm not litigating that.
Well,
I'm not going to
saying
litigate. I'm not going to litigate a crime. I don't know if he did or not. I have no idea. That is for that's for the courts. Isn't there an active investigation going on with that?
I don't know for sure. Yeah, there is, and that's why they won't give me the fucking file.
Yeah,
So-
well, they can't until it's,
Yeah, well,
you know.
believe Ariana Vickers. So that's my position.
Do you want to do a smash or pass goal on Ariana? We could do that.
No.
No? Okay. I know a lot of people are very supportive of Ariana. I know Kilkino Casino, Shamu are very supportive. Why do I have to get on board with this?
You don't have to do anything
I know
except
I
be
don't.
gay.
Yeah. Well, that's what I am.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you don't have to do anything, but I'm the one doing all the work. So, like, no, you don't have to do anything but sit here and feast off the smorgasbord that I prepared for you. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
I mean, what else have you done?
Are you going to be all angry and pissy with me now? Is
Well,
that
I
where
mean,
we're
you
going
want-
with this? You're derailing me
What?
for this?
You wanted to take it there with me? You know, I'm not that
I'm
nigga.
not
like-
taking it there with you. I'm telling you to stay out of it because I'm trying to, like, actually look out for you in a way. But you don't want to hear it, and the more I say it to you, the more you want to do it because you're Ralph, and that's just how it is with you. Every time I tell you not to do something, you just want to do it more.
Who's winning right now?
What?
Not you, because you have nothing to do with it. Who's winning right now?
Well, you're winning, right? Well, I mean, this is great. I love the content of it.
What you said? You're winning right now. That's what you said.
What?
Did you not? You stopped yourself, but you were saying you're winning right now.
No, I said that the Vigors have always been my playground. I was never relying on anybody for Vigors content. I know exactly what's going on, and they would tell everybody it anyway because they're desperate for attention.
Dude, they're your playground?
They have been, yeah.
Are you egomaniacal? Like, what in the fuck are you saying? Who has more to do with Vickers than me?
Well, it's
No.
true. Well, they're
It's your
obsessed with you. They want you to be involved. Don't you get it that they want you to be involved as much as possible so they could scream victim?
This is my playground, not yours. So, I know you think that because to your credit, most people are too scared to like even cover them because they think, Matt will sue them or whatever.
I have no fear. I've never had any fear of the Vigors.
This is my fucking playground. This is my yard, as the Undertaker says.
Well, I'm the one that me and Squire are the ones that discovered when they went to the farms and they were trying to litigate lawsuits through Kiwi farmers. We exposed the whole thing right from the jump. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that's true. They were trying to get me to. I was like, "Fuck no, this is gay. Get the fuck away from me with this shit."
It doesn't happen to any of you guys because they don't care about you people. I mean, that's just the truth.
Okay.
They care about me. I mean, I'm just being real. Now, I don't think it was right what they did to try to like sue anons and all that shit. Of course, that was gay. But they just did that. They really wanted Essa, not you. Do you even know the whole story?
Well, yeah, I know what they wanted. Well, Vigors tried to pull his bullshit with me where he was threatening me that he was going to sue me into oblivion. He was going to subpoena Twitter for my docs information. I mean, I had extensive threats from Vickers, like pages and pages of threats from him.
I know that. That's why I give you credit. But what I'm saying is, like, you didn't start this beat. I started this beat, and I'm going to finish this beat.
Well, do what you want. What are you carrying on about?
Because you're the one crying. Ralph, don't get involved. Ralph, don't keep breaking all these stories. And
well, do what you... Rob, do whatever you want, okay? Do whatever you want.
Because everything that's come out over the last month is because of me. So, tell me how you fed the masses and I haven't.
It's not about... I'm not talking about feeding the man. Oh, come on. Now you're just being belligerent. Come on, move on now.
No, I am being a little belligerent.
You're being belligerent with me. Yeah, and I don't know why. I'm not saying anything to you that I haven't already said to you 20 times privately before all this happened.
We're in public right now, though. And so what I'm saying is, tell me what you've done over the last month that just broke this thing wide open and what I've done.
I mean, I've been doing this for 5 years.
Did you get all these primary source documents? Where do you think they came from, buddy?
Oh, come on, Ralph. Okay, Ralph.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
They came from you.
Okay, Ralph. So, all right. So, tell us about the court case. You were there.
It's a share of public documents. I don't give a fuck. They can put that on headline news. I don't give a shit. All that shit came from me. How many primary documents came from me?
I know, Ralph. Obviously, I know that. I don't know why you would... Can you stop talking about that and tell me what happened at the court case?
Well, I just told you what happened the last month, and I already told you what happened in the court case. It got continued to April 9th.
Yeah, but was there anything where... So they showed up to court. What are the details? Only you witnessed this.
That's right. I was there. They're both continued to April 9th, Faith and Ethan Vickers, and I'll be there for that as well.
So they didn't make any statements or anything? It was just a continuance?
It was just a
damn it.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they intended to continue, or did they continue because you were there?
Well, I knew it was going to be continued. I'll just say that.
No. Right.
Well, it is California, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're allowed one continuance no matter what. So
They got to drag it out as long as possible because they know it can't possible. These restraining orders, the judge would have to be significantly dented to grant any of these restraining orders. I mean, it's really that the crux of the restraining order is that Ariana is in contact with Ralph.
That's right.
That is the danger, and they want the restraining order to ban Ariana from talking to Ralph, which is not how a restraining order works in any dimension or reality, as far as I know.
That Ethan, his girlfriend, he filed a restraining order, and he wanted his girlfriend included in the restraining order. That's not allowed under California law. Matthew Vickers already tried that with me and his mother like 5 years ago. That's only allowed if it's a minor party, like somebody below 18. And so that's going to get thrown out on its ass.
Yeah.
Some 15-year-old tart is not going to be able, like, that's over. So, like...
Well, you can't take a restraining order against your mother for yelling at you.
Yeah, no shit. And,
it's crazy.
We'll see what happens on April 9th, but all I'm saying is, like, and of course, I still consider you a friend. I think you're taking it too personally, but, all this is because of me, the straw that started the drink. And nobody gets under bigger
Well, it
skin,
is all because of you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
But it's
I don't see anything wrong with telling you to sit back and enjoy the implosion of the Vickers family after 5 years of harassing you. You could literally just sit back and watch them burn. But
I like her. I think she's cool. She apologized to me.
It was nice of her to apologize to you, certainly, yes.
Yes, so why should I be mad at her? I think she's a good person. So,
I didn't say be mad. No, I don't want you to be mad at anybody. I don't think you should be going after Mrs. Vickers. I don't think you should. I'm just telling you not to be involved at all. But you're not going to listen to me. I mean, this is a pointless conversation. So we'll just leave it at that. I mean, it's a pointless conversation. You have what you want to do, and I have, I have my thoughts. You have your thoughts.
It provides content, and you can do another 18-hour stream on Kino Casino, and I'm sure that'll provide a lot of content. But this is what moves the needle, and so I have every right to be there. By the way, this is not just for content. This involves my son, and so I have every right to be in that courtroom. Period.
Well, yeah, I mean, you do have a right to be in the courtroom because you're specifically named in the documents. I don't think anybody would even object to you being in the courtroom.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they can't. They didn't even try. Like I just said, why I should be there. And they said, okay, you're there, right? Like,
yeah, well, you're half of the restraining order, so I don't blame you for being there. The audience was talking about you live streaming outside the courthouse, which is something entirely different than you being at the court case.
Do that. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
I didn't record. No, that's not it. I was there in the courtroom. I'm telling you what happened.
Yes.
Both the cases are going to be heard on April the 9th, Faith and Ethan Vickers, and they're going to be evidentiary hearings, and I will be in the courtroom. So that's the mega news out of today, other than Matthew Vickers being a mega cuck. And he lied about the whole AIDS thing. I mean, I know it's funny to think he has AIDS. It is. But he doesn't. He just fed that. Maybe he really believed it.
Imagine feeding to your... That is fucked up. Imagine feeding to your children that their mother has AIDS from Tyrone. That's crazy.
It's fucked up, right?
It is.
Like, it's insanely fucked up. And, I have to say this for legal reasons. Maybe he really believed it. But I've seen the fucking actual STD report. And it could be faked. Who knows? I don't believe that it is. If people think that I only talked to one person involved with this situation, dude, I'm a muckraker and a tabloid son of a bitch for 10 fucking years. And so, you're very, I'm not saying you, but some people underestimate my skills. And it usually turns out at their own peril, right? So, it is what it is. There is no AIDS involved, and I wish there were. I wish he did have AIDS, but that's all I know. And look, Perspic's my friend. I see people in my own chat hyping me up, and I don't know what your chat looks like. They can't hear me right now because my
My
mic's
chat's
fucked 'cause
always
I'm.
angry.
Yeah, they're always angry, but like I just
Yeah.
disagree with
They're saying
you,
Ralph
and
W anyway. They love you, Ralph. So it's all Ralph W, and Ralph is right. And I'm trying to cut the content, and
thing is, like, look what's happened over the last month or two, and the straw that stirs the drink, brother. I don't know what to say. Like, and it's not even your fault because you couldn't stir the drink like that because you don't have the. It's not a knock on you. I'm just saying you don't have the
well, no, I
like
would never get involved with them like that.
what
It would
the
just be
intimate
suicide.
like relationship. No, it ain't suicide. It's gonna be a something, but it won't be a
Well, I
suicide.
mean, I hope it works out well. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it works out well.
I say when I'm banging Ariana.
What?
What are you gonna say then?
Oh my God! So you're gonna make this announcement here, huh?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh my God!
Wait, what? No, no.
All right, you maybe just made my day. You maybe just made my day. So are you? All right. So how's this gonna work?
I mean, I'm not gonna go. I mean, I know you're a homosexual. You probably don't know how.
Are you gonna give? Are you gonna an uncle to your son? Your son is gonna be your grandson and your son, and you're gonna give him an uncle. Is this what you're saying?
Just saying. I mean, stranger things have happened for sure. Okay.
That's incredible.
So
Well, Vickers will definitely kill himself there.
I guess Matthew Vickers shouldn't have alienated literally everyone in his life except the children he has under mind control. And me, I just look at a bitch.
You are the best ever, Ralph. I gotta give it to you. Holy Jesus Christ. You are the best ever,
My
bro.
king. My king.
Holy bejesus. My brain is like,
Literally.
you just blow my mind on this live stream. The chat, I don't think it's even sunk into the chat what has been said here. But, good for you, buddy.
Why do you-
I don't know what to say about this one.
Why do you think I'm at all these hearings?
Oh my
God. What are you saying? You're so fucking crazy. You're crazy.
Why do you think I'm at all these hearings? My wall. I mean, seriously.
You
Like,
can stick your dick in crazy times too.
you think let
Well, she
Matthew
might be a
Vickers?
good lay. I'll give you that. I mean,
But
are you Mr. K? Are you who's being called out as Tyrone, who I'm calling Tyrone Mr. K? Is that Mr.
not Mr. K?
Mr. Killstream? Is it Mr. Killstream?
Can't say it was blocked out. I don't know, but
Is it Mr. Killstream? Is that why it's redacted? Because it's Mr. Killstream?
don't be surprised. I'm going to Hackmania. I need a +1. So,
Oh my God!
Oh my god, yes.
What do you think about me and Mrs. Vickers +1?
Oh my God!
Let's go. Hey, Mr. Killstream would be like a great, great porn name.
That is
it's
a
like
great title.
That's a
Mr.
great
Killstream.
title. Mr. Killstream. This is Mr. Killstream.
So, and some things may have already happened. I don't know. I'll leave
Oh
that
my gosh! Oh my god!
to Matthew Vickers' imagination
Oh
and
my
mine.
god! Oh my god!
For,
What?
you know, it's
Come on, are you
rare to hit the
serious? Are you fucking serious right now? Hold on a
Serious,
second.
yeah.
Are you serious?
dead fucking serious. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's rare to
Ralph,
hit the mother
Ralph,
and the
you
daughter.
are so crazy. So
No.
you seduced in pure revenge. Ralph has seduced. The sexual energy of Ralph has seduced.
Oh, man, you don't get it. You don't get it because you're gay. It's on my bucket list to hit the mom and the daughter. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Not at the same time. But you know, to have them both. And if you saw Mrs. V when she was younger, way hotter, by the way. It's not even close.
Well, we do have a picture of Mrs. V Young
Yeah,
on the swing.
we had the pic. Yeah, that's we've seen her when she was young.
They
Yeah, she-
literally made T-shirts of it, so they can't claim any nonsense about it. But she was a very good-looking girl when she was young. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
She really was. I mean, she was a very good-looking girl.
No doubt. She was again.
We
too,
haven't
so.
seen an update. Is Mrs. Vickers going to make an appearance? Because we haven't
Stay tuned.
seen her. I know she got like a ton of work done. Does she look really good?
Yes,
Oh shit.
she looks very good, actually. Yeah, she looks like she did on her wedding day. Maybe like plus, 5-10 years, right? Because she's older, but yeah, she looks like she did on her wedding day. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy bejesus.
Which is a lot better than some other fat cow that I won't name. But so yeah, she's looking grand, and I'm having a good time. Is all I'll say. But
Well, good for you, Ralph. That's all that matters. You're having a good time.
exactly.
Nobody's
And
getting hurt. No one's getting hurt.
Like, fuck you. You know you did the exact same thing in this situation. You were,
I have been known to be incredibly petty, as far as that goes. So sure.
That's like taking a sledgehammer to it.
Well, that's a sledgehammer. That's like
bulldozer.
taking a flamethrower and setting the house on fire. But
oh,
only Ralph.
push.
Only
Right.
Ralph is capable of this level of charm. You literally, I mean, but you've gotten Mrs. Vickers from going to wanting to shoot you to loving you desperately. It's incredible, Ralph.
This is why people hate Ralph.
Bonds forged in flame.
It's the thin line between love and hate, and if you can make them come, it's a lot. So I hate to give the game away for free. The game is to be sold, not to be told. But it's a very thin line. And in all due respect, Ariana is a great woman.
Well, now I understand.
I would have not.
Now maybe I am a little more understanding of.
Burning my mother in effigy on her show. Like, she apologized to me for that, apologized to me for other things, and I apologized to her. I mean, that shit's just dirty, man. There's no other word for it.
Yeah, that was one of my main criticisms of the Vickers, is that there was no low they wouldn't sink to.
I did bad things in that direction too, but when she said that, and I would not, to her credit, I would not apologize first, honestly, because I was that mad. But she did, and I said, you know what? You didn't have to say that, and I really appreciate you saying that. And I know you didn't have to. You don't owe me that. There's a lot of bad blood, but I thank you for that. And I apologize for many things on my own. And you
Well,
know,
I was calling them out on their deranged behavior. Even when we were blood enemies, I was disgusted. There are certain things that you just don't do. You
yeah,
know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like, man, you do that to Worship. Like, what the fuck,
Well, I
dude?
mean,
Like,
your
I mean,
mother, she's a totally innocent person. I mean, she didn't do anything to anybody. She's not on the internet, on anything. She wasn't on Twitter. She wasn't doing shows. She wasn't getting involved. It was just insane.
don't even do that to. I don't even do that to fat. I did make fun of his dad or whatever, but like, I wouldn't make like a dead relative that's completely fucked. She apologized to me. I apologized to her. We built a good rapport, and things moved from there. That's all I can say. With being a gentleman.
So
So,
you're saying
uh,
so this is also another motivation why they're so angry at their mother.
said that because she apologized to me because of what she did. Because I mean, it was fucked up legitimately, but they leave out the part where I apologized too. Because I said, you know what? Yeah, this shit is evil. Like, man, this is a waste of life. Like,
Yes.
let's just move on. I'm gonna be in Xander's life. There's no need for this whatsoever. Like, let's just move on, and we're gonna have to deal with each other forever. And let's just make the best of it. It's better for Xander. She was against me being, Matthew Vickers had a whole plot to cut me out of Xander's life,
Yes.
and
Well,
tried
yeah. I know all
to
about
blame
it. He was trying to
that.
enlist Kiwi farmers to help him do it. I know all about it with Genius Anus.
Lawsuit and all that. Like,
Don't
and he said,
forget,
"I'll
me and
drop."
Squire were the first people to call that out back in the day.
He held that defamation lawsuit and said, "I'll drop it. Send me your ring. Me and Ariana will hold your ring." First off, they were already on the rocks by then. But me and Ariana will hold your ring. My ring, I know people make fun of it. My ring's literally worth $20,000. I'm not kidding. I would die. Plus, if it was worth $2, I would cut my fucking hand off before I would give it to that son of a bitch.
Somebody
'Cause it
has.
was like,
So we've got. Hold on, Ralph. I got to do, as you well know, I got to do the super chats. A person in chat wants to know, did you thumb her too? And then we have Squire gave me PTSD. I'm gonna sue Squire. Moo woo.
Wait, what the fuck did I do?
I don't know.
I give them. Hey, they're losers. I don't care about that. But support Perspicacity. But what I'm saying is, like, she apologized, I apologized, and they got so mad at her over that. And that's just a normal thing to do. I mean, yeah, you fight for a while. Yeah, it's bad for a while. But, like, I mean, you have to eventually get over it. Like, I'm not giving up rights to my son. He tried to blackmail me out of that and said, "Oh, I'll drop this lawsuit. Give me your ring, and I'll drop the lawsuit, and me and Ariana will hold it until Faith adopts Xander." And this is all, like, I have all these emails. And I said, first off, I was never going to do it, but I said, okay, well, they go adopt him tomorrow. And I pay no child support starting now. And then if that's how you really want to play it, what they wanted to do, and I was never going to give up my son ever in the first place. But what they wanted to do was hold that over my head for years and me still owe child support. And, like, it was a total, like, poisonous deal in the first place, and not one that I would ever take. I just saw my son this last weekend, and he rejuvenates me. He is everything to me. He's the funniest little guy that you could ever imagine. And yes, he looks just like me in a better way, I'll say, for the people who hate me. He's so photogenic. He's so hilarious. I gave him a balloon. It said, I told this on Twitter already, but it said, "You are so special." And I read it out to him. I said, "You are so special. Look at that balloon." He said, "I'm so special?" I said, "Yes, you're so special." And then he started smiling. Like, there's nothing better than that, honestly. And so fuck Matthew Vickers straight to hell. And fuck anybody else who tries to stand in the way of me and my son and another gift that I have. And I heard some bad things happen. I don't know exactly what went down, but I heard that they're on the back foot too. So it is what it is. But I appreciate you. And anything else you want to get in now, I know it came in hot because, like, I
You
feel
always
like you don't
come in
give me-
hot, Ralph. You're always
You
coming
don't-
in hot, bro. You're always fucking. You're like a meteor, man. You're always coming in hot. I expect that from you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just trying to give you good advice.
You, Jesus Christ. Hopefully, people understand I'm trying to entertain. But
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
I know.
And if people, that's the other thing. Oh, Ralph's been drunk lately. If you would know if I was drunk and on pills, because I would have already called fucking Perspicacity every fucking sick name under the book. So no.
Yeah, that's true.
And that wasn't right, and I apologize for that now. I apologized before. But now I'm perfectly sober as can be, at least with all the craziness going on. I don't know. Does madness make you... There is a lot of madness going on.
Well, you do have a lot going on. That's for sure.
Deal with the madness, but yeah, man, I'm doing good, and I like talking to you. And we have our disagreements, but I think you're wrong about Ariana. And,
Well, I'm not. I'm not mad at you. I mean, you're just. You never take my advice, so I'm not mad at you. I'm just laying it out there.
I didn't take your advice, but don't mention it. Don't bring that up, please. But
Okay.
Me and Perspic, I'll give you guys a little hint. Me and Perspic had a 16. I'm not kidding. A 16-hour call.
Oh my God. Why are you
I'm not
bringing
kidding.
that up?
No, you
That
better
was-
not bring it up.
That was 2 years ago.
You're sworn to secrecy on this stuff. We had a 16.
I'm not. You're bringing it up. That was 2 years
know.
ago.
I'm not
Oh,
saying
wow,
anything
wow.
else. The 16-hour call. So if you take it further, that's on you. But this is a guy I consider a real friend of mine, and I know people in my chat like he's gay, faggot, whatever. But like, I consider him a real friend, and there's only like
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
know,
saying
3 to
that
5
the sky. That's like saying the sky is blue. Yes, I'm gay. It's not something that I'm hiding.
There's only 3 to 5 people that I actually like ask for counsel and look to for counsel, and I don't always take their advice. That's true. You're absolutely right about that. Well, I always want to hear what they have to say, and you're one of those people. And Squire is just one of those funny motherfuckers that I like. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your show. I wasn't even going to do a show tonight. Obviously, I probably should have, because I don't even have the
Ralph, I mean, you've come in and you've, I think you broke, and even everybody is blown out by this appearance. This appearance this is legendary. I don't even know what to say. This is fucking legendary.
blind item. Somebody said, you know,
I don't know. I don't know if a certain. I don't know if Vigors is going to survive this. Jesus.
I don't know if a certain fat fucking Canada is going to survive this.
No, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think a lot of people are going to survive this one, Ralph.
There's going to be an uptick in suicides in the freaking A-Log community. They're
People
going to be like,
are
what?
going to have a fucking heart attack. This is the craziest thing I've heard in a long time. But I mean, I thank you for coming on, and I don't even know what to say, but Godspeed. That's what I'll say. Godspeed. Godspeed. It's like the fucking, you broke the sound barrier on this one. Are you there, Ralph? Or we lost you?
I think we lost him.
He was kind of he's been kind of breaking in and out, but I could make out basically everything he's saying, but now I can't.
I think
hear
he's on
anything he's
some.
saying.
I think he's on some like shitty
Wi-Fi,
hotel Wi-Fi.
like what? Shitty hotel Wi-Fi, yeah. That's what it sounds like to me. Ralph.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
They told me in 25 years they had never been taken to the mountaintop, Space Mountain. In 25 years of just toil and torture, They had never seen stars when they rolled their eyes in the back of their head.
Yes.
And the Ralph and Mal made them feel like a woman again.
Oh
And
my god!
Wow.
What?
What the fuck?
and look, that ain't the first woman that's told me that, by the way, as you know.
Oh my god!
As you know, there's a certain legged creep who told me that one time too, because you know, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, Perspicacity, you have a good one, brother.
Godspeed, Ralph. Godspeed,
Here,
bro.
Ralphie. Take care.
Godspeed. You too.
Godspeed. Godspeed.
Amazing. Okay, so chat. Just to recap, we have learned that Ethan Ralph has had carnal relations with Mrs. Vickers.
Mrs. Vickers' mind was so blown that she saw stars in her eyes. The eyes rolled into the back of her head.
The eyes rolled it. She got the Memphis Mauler. Also, what's going on with the chat, buddy? Have you been banning accounts? What's going on?
Yes, I have.
Who did you ban?
Just the
Why are you
people
banning
who
people?
spam stuff. We'll address that in another stream on why I decided that the chat needed to be jannied a little bit. Let's just say that I ran the chat after like 100 complaints about the chat over many years. And then I saw people like wanting to murder me, Squire and Adam. I ran it through a thing, and let's say a particular word, one user spammed a particular word 1,523 times in a 2-hour and 43-minute stream.
What the fuck?
I mean,
what word was it, buddy?
It's bot. That is like bot levels of seethe, and like you gotta go. Like I can't have it. That's just crazy. I can't have it. You gotta go. I've warned the chat 50 times. Maybe I'll unban some of the people.
So you gotta send Persip an email?
But they're notorious. They're just notorious. Just spam.
You gotta send Persip an email.
The N-word is already picked up by. That's not me. The N-word is picked up by YouTube. You can't put that in the chat because YouTube has an auto filter on certain words. But, you know, I can't have it. And then they're all in like Shaggy's chat being like, oh, Shaggy, we love you. We want to blow you, pedophile.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, okay, so it's just gross. Like, you got to go. You got to go.
And
they all used to be in DJ Axel's chat, too. And it's like, you got to go. You got to go.
I will say, after that, I don't know how much more we can add to this. What can we say that hasn't already been telegraphed by Ralph that he fucked Mrs. Vickers? I don't think there's anything we can add to this, bro. Should we just end this stream and start the next one immediately?
I need to collect myself. All right. I want to finish this lawsuit stuff. I don't even know how long we've been going.
We've been going for like an hour. Maybe longer?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much juicy stuff.
Oh, we've been going for like an hour and a half.
There's so much juicy stuff in this restraining order. We've only gotten like to 3 paragraphs.
Buddy, I don't know how much juicier it's going to be that Ralph is fucking Mrs. Vickers.
Well, there's a lot of juice in this. I can't believe he came on and said that. My mind is blown by that. But you were correct. I tried to dissuade him, but you know what? I'm glad he came on.
Well, I mean, all right. If he's okay, it makes sense now why he's so invested in it. Because if it was just out of spite, if it was out of spite, but this is out of love. It is love.
Oh my god!
It is love.
I mean, now it makes a little more sense.
In Mrs. Vickers.
Even though I think it's a terrible idea. He's apparently
Ralph
happy.
is building a dynasty. And
Ralph moves on. I mean, Ralph moves on in the most wild of ways. It's like every time he moves on, it's like breaking the sound barrier. I mean, there's, like you could hear it from miles and miles, hundreds of miles away. I mean, it's like a sonic fucking boom.
Jesus.
Sonic boom across the sector he just sent. And we're reeling from it. We were at ground fucking zero.
I know. Like, people haven't even, I'm sure there's people haven't even had the aftershock hit them yet.
Yeah, I don't even think people are like even understanding. $3 for getting the Ralph Amali on. Yes.
The Ralph Amali. Let's go.
Let's see. I want a new song. We'll do Sally Jeffrey.
Yeah, I'm sure when Ralph gets back to his studio, I think he'll break it down even further. That's gonna be a great stream when he gets back to the studio. Gives us the full breakdown.
Now I understand why he was so mad at me, because he wanted to drop that.
He should send.
Jesus Christ, Ralph! I didn't expect you were gonna drop that.
Dude, okay. I'm pretty sure he's already sent the tape to Mr. Vickers.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Do you think so?
Well, first, if I were Ralph, I would ask, "Hey, is it okay if I send this to your cuck husband?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's okay. All right, I'm gonna send it to him right now." How does it feel, Mr. Vickers?
Well, I hope he did it, because it'll be archived on Pornhub and it'll be all over the internet and everybody will have seen it.
Well, but then guess what? That would make Mr. Vickers a revenge pornographer. It's such an evil plan. I love it, Ralph. I love it. I love it.
That is like, if he wants, this is insane. This is like, if he wants to break Vickers' mind.
This is like if Ralph just started fucking the moms of all and sisters of all of his A-logs. He just started just tracking them all down.
Yes, he goes through all of them.
He fucking fucks Tartsky's mom. He fucks Tartsky's sister.
He's gonna be a father and a grandfather, and
it's gonna be a Gonzo level dynasty of illegitimates. He's gonna have them everywhere. I made the Ralph dynasty.
All right, I'm gonna take a piss real quick, and we will resume. And I don't even know how I'm gonna go into the DSP stuff. My brain is like, every show that we've done lately has had an insane, mind-blowing revelation.
I don't know. That was probably the biggest revelation I've ever. I don't know, buddy. Nothing compares to what we just heard from Ralph. Like, nothing compares.
Yeah, I don't think anything compares to that. I don't know. Is the audience's mind blowing? I mean, so far we have 86 votes. It's a world-destroying win.
Should we do callers, maybe?
Sure, we could do callers.
We can get some chat reaction. I feel like, chat, would you like callers? I don't know. Maybe the chat doesn't want to hear from, like, random fuck.
Well, we'll do callers. I think it's a good idea.
I feel like there should be callers.
I feel like now we can't. Now I really have to do like a big show now.
Because I guess Phil's getting big dog.
I mean, I wanted to cover this this crazy stuff with Phil and all this crazy stuff, and
I mean, I had more questions for Ralph, but I figured we could wait until Ralph is like.
We'll let Ralph. Yeah.
He needs to collect his thoughts too, I'm sure.
Yes, yes. Ralph needs to collect his thoughts on this one.
I guess people don't want callers. All right, whatever.
Nobody wants callers? Okay.
I mean, I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone in the chat hyping caller. I mean, we could do a poll.
Ear Juice, you could call in. You know how to call in. I would allow Ear Juice on. I would allow Kino Casino.
Would you let Brian?
No.
Would you let Brian to call in? Okay, so Brian is not allowed to call.
If Brian really wants to call in, he could call in.
Okay, that's better. Okay. So we'll do callers. We'll set up something here in a minute. Get the German guy on. Yes, we need to hear from the German guy.
Yes, they know how to get in contact with us. and we'll add them. I'm going to take a little quick break here
Okay. Do you want me to read the chat, or are you just gonna play music or
because
something?
we've been going. You could read the chat. I'm going to put on some
I'll
music.
read the chat. I'll give the chat some attention. The chat wants a bunch of unbans.
I've been reading it. No, they're not getting any unbans. Not right now. Who
just
wants
saw
to
the
be
poll you
unbanned?
made.
Well, you take a poll on who wants to be unbanned, and I'll consider it.
Well, you know, why don't we have them? They can call in, and then they can, you know,
They're
grovel
never going to
before you.
call in. They're huge pussies. They want Bloodsports back, but they won't even call into a show because they're afraid to get voice docs. Can you imagine this
Voice
shit?
docs. How the fuck do you voice doc someone?
Who knows, man? Because they know that they're up to bizarre, weird shit in Discord, probably with Brian, all that, and if they're heard on a live stream, it'll be really bad. That's probably why. So, all right, I'll be right back.
The news of the sleep inning has already hit Cog's chat. Oh no. It's tough. I bet there. I think there's going to be an uptick in like sector suicides after hearing that. Because people are just like, oh, Ralph's evil, Ralph's piece of shit, and then Ralph's just fucking like Mrs. Vickers and shit. Like, what the fuck? How is Ralph fucking all these bitches? And like, you see Gator, who can't even fuck a plastic doll. Like, it's tough. It's rough out there if you're a fucking A-log. The 16-hour calls is the real shot. Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm pretty sure Persips had like a 20-hour call with Fat Fuck. With fucking fat ass from fucking north of the border. So, that's nothing. Persips, on that speed dial, if you're having a crisis or you need to talk to somebody, you talk to Persip. Ralph just fucked your mom, bitch! Suffer, Vickers! Suffer! Gator's not a real man, yeah. Yeah, it is the charisma. Ralph just doesn't give a shit, It's the charisma. That is true. And that's why I think Ashton this might send Ashton over the edge. He hears that Ralph fucked Mrs. Vickers. He's just gonna fucking just off himself.
Did we just... Okay.
What's up?
Playing.
I made your mom come, bitch!
Hopefully that doesn't get picked up. Okay.
The cat's doing good. I said earlier, the cat's doing really well, As soon as I come home, the cat's immediately like wanting to be pet. She licks my face. She'll literally try to climb up on me and lick my face. So I literally have to like, either like bend down so that she can like, lick me, or I have to like pick her up and like have her, because if she doesn't, she'll literally climb on my back and fucking claw me. It's crazy. I've never had a cat like that. Who threatened to kill? I don't know. Persip said some weirdo threatened to kill us or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, they've been spamming chat about wanting to
That's
kill
only
us for a
happened to
while.
me. Like,
if they want to kill, well, if you hate me and you want to spam like a crazy stuff, and people see the stream and they're disgusted and they don't even want to enter the chat, and then you want to go to other streams and fantasize about wanting to murder us, you don't need to be here. It's like
Alive and well in Israel says Jim's last update before dying. Yeah, I said this a long time ago. Jim's last tweet is going to be about Ralph.
Yeah,
100%. It's going to be about Ralph. Something about Ralph, and then we're just never going to hear from Jim again. It's just it's over.
You think so? See, he's an Irish gypsy. I don't think he's going anywhere.
So you think that he's fake? Okay. Oh yeah, I guess that could be too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's not, but I think my odds are on. How long can you be How long can you be on death's door for, Squire?
I don't know.
Not like 10 years. I mean,
if you have a lot of money,
death's door for 10 years, like gonna die any day for 10 years. There's got to be a point where you're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
this is somehow there's something not right here.
Jim's like Phil. He's going to outlive everyone.
All right, let's get back to this. He is going to outlive everybody.
Are we just going to read the show, or are we going to do callers first?
You want to do the callers?
Should we do the callers while we read it? That way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Let's just do that. Get a temporary Discord set up and send me.
We actually want to do callers?
I mean, I feel we just heard like literal like sector shattering news. We need to fucking.
All right. Hold on a sec. Let's set it up.
Yeah. And just send me the link, and I'll be right back.
But we did a no on the caller. I think I'm okay with having callers. I think that'll be fun. Callers are always interesting. The lines are open. Come one, come all. None of you you're wasting my fucking time. None of you are gonna call in. Pieces of shit. Let's go into the, let's go into the square. I'm waiting for callers.
No.
You know we're not going to get any fucking callers. I don't know why you're wasting my time with this.
I don't know. I just feel like with such big news, you think someone would fucking.
Nobody's
wanna,
gonna call.
You know.
Everybody,
not.
they're all like, we want IBM, we want this. They won't even call in. It's like, this is nonsense.
Yes.
I mean, it's literally pinned. Okay, German man is in here.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Oh, whatchamacallit? What's his name? RFK. RFK Jr., call in. And how are you doing, buddy? Are you all right? I heard that he was writing that he was in the hospital.
Oh shit.
During the last stream, so I'm curious if he's all right, if he's recovered. That I do remember.
All right, Mr. German man, are you there? He's muted.
Hello.
Oh, hello,
German.
sir.
It's working now.
Yes, we can hear you. So,
Yes.
caller, what's your take on the news that Ethan Ralph has fucked Mrs. Vicker?
Yeah, that was quite the bombshell. I don't know. I don't know if he was completely serious. It's in the character.
I don't know.
I
I don't know either. But with
It would have
Ralph,
been a character for
with Ralph, that shit is more than possible. I mean, I can't even say,
Yeah.
like, I really don't even, I have no fucking idea. You're asking me, I mean, he just came out with that on, I never heard that before.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know how they're gonna cope with it. Like, this is, if this is true, this is like the biggest W you can take, you know, having sex with someone's daughter and his wife. I mean, you can't really embarrass someone much more than that.
Oh my god! Vickers has got a fucking gun in his mouth right now. Poor bastard.
Do you think Ralph sent the
I
tape to
actually
him?
might feel bad for him.
I think Ralph sent the tape like as soon as it happened. He's just like, "Here you go, Vickers, you piece of shit.
Oh my god!
I'll fuck your wife.
Yo, what we seeing stars right now, bitch? I'm the best you ever had. Oh my god. You think Mrs. Vickers could get pregnant?
Yeah. Chili, I
She
mean,
just had a
she had a
baby
kid
not
only a
that
couple
long
of years
ago.
ago.
I know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
If
my
he was
god.
serious, she probably is
Oh my
pregnant
god.
already.
oh my god.
Like, we
You
know
know,
how
I
these
called
things
this,
go
by the
with
way.
Ethan Ralph.
Well, we were all talking. We were all
But,
talking about it on the last stream, and he was acting very coy about it.
I knew that Ralph would smash Miss Vickers. It was an inevitability. It was the only way. It was the only way he could get his mojo back.
Holy jeez.
I knew in my heart Ralph was capable
Yeah,
of this.
we're gonna need some welfare checks today.
The
I think.
true
There's gonna be a
heir.
lot of
The
welfare
true
checks.
heir is going to be born now.
Oh my god.
Now, Persip, I saw that Brian was trying to call in.
Yes.
Yes.
Think you could get him on?
He's more than welcome to call in.
I think he really wanted to come on when Ralph was on, but
Well,
No, he didn't. I don't think so. No, he wasn't trying to call in when Ralph was on.
He was in the Killstream chat earlier today. So,
What?
Yes, I
should
know.
have seen this.
God.
Yeah.
He probably has seen this.
Brian has been reactivated.
Yes. I'm aware. He's been
Agent
reactivating.
He's
Oh.
full time now.
Yes,
I still
I know.
can't. I still can't believe we. What the fuck?
I know. I had a whole show planned, and now I'm like, again, derailed completely. Like, where do we go from here? I can't get any more of a. I can't give any more of a bombshell than that. I can't give anything more salacious than that.
I think we need Bri-Bri's take on that. We need
Yes.
Bri-Bri's take.
But Squire,
Well-
I mean, this call-in was a bad idea. We just lost 100 viewers. I told you it was a bad idea.
Oh,
We already lost
Oh, no,
100
I'm
viewers
so
when Ralph
sorry.
left.
Oh, when
I'm
Ralph left,
so
we lost
sorry.
100.
When
Yeah,
Ralph
they were
left, we
clipping.
already-
They were clipping,
Yeah.
clipping. All right.
Maybe
so
Ethan Vickers is already Ralph's son.
Who
knows?
Can you imagine?
God, could you imagine?
Can you
Named
imagine?
after the bull.
We don't know how young. We don't know how old the youngest is.
The question is only, is Ethan Mr. K or is he Mr. N?
Mr. Killstream.
He's Mr. Killstream.
Mr. Killstream.
Mr. Killstream. God, I'm still I'm like kind of shell shocked a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where to fucking go from here.
Don't be shell shocked.
You know, it's such a.
That is probably the biggest bombshell that has happened in a long time. All right.
I mean, maybe, hopefully, this is gonna be the thing that actually runs Vickers off the internet. Like, enough with the fucking Vickers.
We can only hope.
I think that's wishful thinking. I think that's only going to encourage them
I
to
think
stay
it's
more.
just gonna. It's honestly just gonna.
Yeah, but how much more can a man be embarrassed?
Oh,
Like, what is going to
he'll
happen to
never
him
stop.
next? Like,
He'll never stop. He'll never stop.
we know his wife slept with 2 different men while they were married. You know, a guy stole his daughter and then stole his wife.
He's never gonna stop.
His business is bankrupt.
He's
Like,
never gonna stop.
Where does Mr. Vickers even go from this point? Like, how far can a man fall?
Shrek Snow is not banned from the chat. Shrek, I don't know. You're not banned from the chat. I never banned you from the chat. Not purposely. Have I been accidentally banning people? I
Buddy,
think
have
it's
you
not
really
banned.
been fucking fat fingering the bands, buddy?
Let me look. I was only banning people who are like just spamming.
Oh my
just
God.
spamming.
This is
spamming.
why we don't jan anybody. This is why we don't.
Well, I never did before, but I mean, it was getting out of control.
Oh yeah, that's true. Tax free. Noel's gonna get super fat over this news. I can't even get my.
Dude, you're not banned. This is in your mind. He's not banned. I was like, I didn't ban him. It's like 50 ZXV socks are banned, and like 3 other people. That's it.
Unless you got like a YouTube ban or something, which is awesome.
No,
'Cause YouTube
he's
will-
just probably he's just probably typing nigger over and over again or something, and it's a he's like, oh, a ban because no, YouTube automatically filters that.
I
Has
I
nothing to
can't
do with-
believe that Ralph is fucking fucked all these women, and I can't even get one woman. Like, no woman will touch me. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand it.
He's
What have I
not
done?
banned. He's not banned. I just looked at the list.
Total
He's not-
Janny Def says he's banned. Juice says they're banned. Everyone in the chat saying they're banned, buddy.
Yeah, I
what
know.
Did you...
Okay,
They're banned.
We just had like the biggest news in years on the show, and now we're talking about
And now we're
minor
bitching about
guys in
fucking
chat
chat
being banned.
bans. What the fuck?
Is this how we're gonna get derailed from this shit?
All right, so let's go into this.
Yeah. Let's get back on track here.
Let's get back on track. Obviously, you're not banned if we can see you in the chat. Okay.
If people want to call in, they can call in.
Trex,
We'll
no,
say
you are definitely 100% not banned. I'm not saying that. That's no irony or anything. You really are not banned. There's only I
Dude, there's like
literally
I see
I
tons
banned
of
like
people.
4 people, and now everybody's
Dude, there's
screaming
like
they're banned.
everyone in the YouTube chat is saying they're banned. buddy.
Yeah, of course. Well, of course.
Well,
They want to.
I mean,
Everybody's feeling left out.
Everyone wants their 5 minutes of attention, but they don't want to call in. It's okay, just ignore the
It
chat
is what
for
it
now.
All right, so let's go
Who
back
gives a
into
shit?
this.
yes.
Would you like to read this, Squire?
Where did we leave off? I'm not even. I'm so like I said. I'm so fucking. It's just. I got PTSD. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
No.
I don't know what's happening.
Hang on.
Imagine if this was like a 5D chess plan from
Oh.
Mr. Vickers
RFK,
to have
how are you
to
doing?
have his. I'm doing all right. But imagine. Yeah, I mean, my foot's getting better. I'm in one of those air casts, so
Oh, okay.
that was the greatest show ever, though, because I was all high on all the drugs, and Brian was just.
Well, you were
on
saying you were
fire
never
then.
going to walk again. So I'm like, oh my God, this guy, he's called into my show a million times and he's saying he's never going to walk again.
Well, they gave me ketamine and fentanyl. I didn't really know what they were
okay.
giving me. You want something?
Oh,
You want
shit.
something for the pain? I'm like, yeah. And next thing
Oh
you
man,
know,
you were fucking flying then. Holy shit.
You're fine.
yeah. Yeah. But I was just saying, imagine this is all 5D chess move by Mr. Vickers somehow to get Ralph back to have his wife bang him.
I mean, that is a
Yeah.
possibility, but that's like the most fucking depraved possibility ever. Where it's like, yeah, Ariana, you got to go fuck Ralph, and this will somehow get back at him. You know, like what?
I just, when he said that, when he said he was banging the mom, like I wouldn't put past Ralph to do something like that. Like he has it in him. But like,
I almost fell
Oh,
off the
that must-
chair when he said
I didn't. It didn't even register at first because I was just like,
it
what?
must have been burning him up to get it out, you know, like after
Oh,
you
he
do
was
something like that.
dying to get it out. I knew there must have been something.
Because I've done something like that. Like when I went to rehab, I met this older woman, and she really liked me, and she bought me a watch. She bought my mom a diamond necklace. Like she really liked me, and I was like 20 at the time. She was like 40, and like she ended up getting a divorce with her husband or whatever. But her daughter was my age, and I ended up banging her daughter. And, like, her daughter loved me.
I've done
Yeah.
something, not at that petty, but pretty petty like that as well. So I can't really be too critical of
Well,
that.
I never like said like, oh, you know, I'm in love with you to the older lady. I mean, I like hanging out with her. She was cool. She let me drive her new Durango and this and that. Like I was just like a friend. Like, I wasn't. She was into me sexually. I wasn't into her, but I was into the daughter. And like, and then she was mad when she found out. And it's like, well, what do you expect? You know, you're like my grandma's age. You know, well, she was
Yeah.
my grandma's age.
And now it makes
No, you're
sense.
fine.
Mr. Killstream, you know, has like now it all comes kind of together. You know what I mean?
Well, Vickers did all of this to himself. I mean,
No,
pushing
but
Ralph,
you know they're
pushing
talking
his
about
wife.
Ralph. That's why they're freaking out about Ralph. Now it all kind of makes sense. If this is
Yeah.
true, if Ralph didn't just, if this is not some wild just statement that set
I
everything.
mean,
on
it could be
fire
like
for him.
a. It
I
could
mean,
be
either
like a
way,
5D
people are
chess
gonna
move
believe
from Ralph.
People, unfortunately, Ralph, people are going to believe it, even if it's not true. Everybody's going to believe it anyway. So
I believe it. I don't. Why wouldn't he?
I mean,
You know?
I believe it kind of too. To be honest with you.
They're too grown up. She lost all that weight. She probably, you know, that's
She's
still getting her
probably
groove back
dying
there.
to get fucking banged after being with Vickers for a little
Yeah.
bit.
dealing with Vickers constantly talking about Ralph. I mean, what do you expect her to do? Like after the guy talks about this guy every
And
day, day in
obviously
and
they
day
have
out.
obviously the Vickers women have a type as well. You know, so like, is that shocking? You?
Yeah.
Clearly, yeah, clearly.
They clearly have a type.
She probably felt good about getting the same guy her daughter got, you know?
Well, I think Ralph deserves an older woman too, somebody that can kind of take care of him. You know what I mean? Not like a mom, but like more. Not like
Someone a
somebody
little
he
more
has to take
mature
care of.
that's going to
Yeah.
rein him in a little bit. Yeah, I do kind of agree.
Someone
with
that
Somebody
can
that's-
cook more than the chicken salad sandwich.
Someone that could be a grandma to his children.
Well, whatever. Yes. Something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Well, she's got that one down.
Yeah.
I'm
they
gonna
have
give her twins. I don't give a fuck.
All right, so we're at
No.
Ariana responded. All right, so here we are.
Oh my god.
Are we ready to get back into this? I mean, this is even. I thought this was like completely wild. Says Ariana responded that she didn't think he's talking about his mother here. He keeps calling her Ariana because it was written by his father, but we're gonna pretend. Ariana, that she didn't think he would be there and proceeded to guilt trip me by implying that I was using a personal thing she shared with me to force her into a position to choose between me or Mr. Killstream. We're just going to call him Mr. Killstream now. Regardless, she said she wasn't mad, but rather just sad. Proceeding to message my sister, Faith Cole Vickers. Why did they spell her name so fucked up?
Because you know why? Because they misspelled her name on the birth certificate.
Chol.
It's supposed to be like Chloe.
It's supposed to be
Chloe, but they
Yeah.
spelled it wrong on the birth certificate, so now it's like permanently that.
Chol. I love that they put it in. He can't even the brothers have to like refer to her
That's
by
fucking
the
peak white trash.
mistake,
They
yeah,
fucking
just peak.
spelled the name wrong.
implying she was frustrated with me, using the reasoning that she has had to sit there and, to quote, imagine that he and Phi had done things and we have invited her all over, even paid for hotel rooms so they could, quote, do things in it. Oh my god, this is like so much information. So the son is saying that he paid for his mother's hotel room so she could hook up with, I guess, Ralph, Mr. Killstream. This made me and my partner, Fiona, extremely uncomfortable. But we managed to move past it without confronting her, assuming that she was just having a bad day.
These are nothing to get restrained. Do they understand what restraining orders are for?
Well, he's
They're for when you're
angry.
afraid
He's
for your
angry
life.
that he paid for his mother to fuck Ralph in a hotel room, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I
What's
get
going
that,
on
but
in the
still,
second perspective?
that's not what a restraining order is for. That's if
Yes.
like you're scared for your life.
my first.
What's going on in the sector? Perspicacity?
What's going on in the sector? Have you not heard?
Well, I heard that you said that YouTube automatically bans certain words in the chat. Is that correct?
Yes, it automatically filters the N word and a few different kinds
Oh,
of
cool.
words.
Can you just go ahead and share your YouTube studio settings and show your banned words filter that
He
you
doesn't
put
need to
in
do that.
chat?
Why
This
does he
is
need to- it's his-
Euros.
Oh, is this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Can you-
his.
can you
How
go
did
ahead
you
and
not
do it?
realize it was
you
Euros
just-
immediately?
Can you just go ahead and pull up your studio and put it on the screen
sounds
so everybody can
different,
verify what he's
Destiny.
saying?
Okay,
He sounds
Zidane.
different.
We'll do that right now.
Are you
gives a
stalling
shit?
Monday, Matt?
Are you
It's
Monday,
his
Matt,
on
are you
stream.
HRT
stalling?
now?
I wanna go
His
ahead
voice
and
is
share
way.
your studio.
Did Eurus' voice gain like
Hey.
3 octaves?
I
Hey,
think so.
hey,
What is
Monday,
going
Matt.
on, Euros?
Hey, Monday, Matt.
Monday
Hey,
night.
Monday, Matt. Do you want to go ahead and share your studio and show all your filtered words you put in?
There's only one filtered word. that
Why
I
is it
put
that
in
everybody
personally.
used to say nonsense in your chat and then suddenly they can't?
I
anymore?
don't want it in the chat anymore.
YouTube.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want
sorry,
people. Like,
YouTube. put that
imagine
word
just
on-
putting up with people treating you like
Word on-
shit. Imagine thinking,
Nobody's
oh, it's cool
talking
to
to
get
you.
Well,
caught up
it's
with
just
shit.
that they
Takes them
spam
the other
it
day,
thousands of times. It's like bots. It's like I have bots in
Yeah.
my
So
chat.
did YouTube filter that or did you filter that?
He said he filtered it.
Yeah,
bro.
that I
He said
filtered.
he
What are
blocked
you,
people
an
that are
investigative
fucking shit.
journalist?
When
Sorry.
people are spamming on
Sorry.
5 different accounts the same word 500 times per stream, man, it
Shut up,
gets
Euro.
annoying.
Nobody's talking to you.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
go
let it
shut
go
up.
for-
Why are you even
I let it
here?
go for a
Why
year.
are you even
He's
here,
just
man?
so desperate
Like,
for
why are we
attention.
discussing this autistic
Hey,
shit?
hey,
You
He's so
can talk about
desperate for
anything. You
fucking
spam the
attention.
same
Hey,
for
listen,
one word
just go ahead and
500
pull up
times.
YouTube
It's not
video
funny
account
if
and
you
go
do
on
it for
your
6
word.
months. It's just autistic.
It's a year
bro.
and a
If you do
half.
it for years on end, man, it's autistic.
I let
it go
Shut
for
up
like
and
a
get the
year.
fuck out. What is even your
Is this what
point?
you care about? It
You
makes no
felt
sense.
so smart coming in here, calling him mundane mad. Oh, Shaw's your creator
I
Yeah,
mean,
just
dashboard.
pull up your
Who gives a
pull up your
fuck?
filtered words one
Who
day,
gives
Matt.
a
Come
fuck?
on.
He said he banned the word.
You're,
No, he
you
said
know
You're
what?
that you-
spamming it
You're
500
You're
times
scaring away
per
the entire
stream
audience.
for years, man.
Oh,
It's
always the audience
autistic.
fault.
Just
Yeah,
fuck
okay,
off,
that's why.
man.
You had hundreds
gives
of
a
students
fuck?
who wanted
You're
to
not
come in
adding
the channel,
anything.
but they were too
You're
scared of the
retarded.
chat.
You're
Somebody
autistic.
literally
Yeah,
spammed
You're coming in here.
1,523
You're feeling
You had
like the
100
smartest guy in the
students ready to
room.
come in this
You're
chat,
just
but
an
it's all
idiot.
those scared
You're
of
not
the chat.
funny. No one cares.
Okay,
Just
thanks,
leave.
Angela Merkel. We'll go back to Germany. Personally, just pull
I
up your
am
filtered
in
words.
Germany. I am in the country
Alright,
I
we're
came
moving on.
from.
We're moving on from
Yeah, but
Euros. He just
Euros.
wants to derail, man. I mean, this is
But you gotta think about
constant
it.
Euros.
He's a grown man. Why would he put up with people saying stuff he doesn't like? Number two, his chat should be for the people that do like it, and watch it, not the people that don't like and watch it. It's just so stupid.
I don't.
It's like,
I
this
didn't
is a
even
grown
care
man.
for a
I mean, you
year.
can
It's
hate
just
watch, you can hate
it's
watch,
just sticker
but
spam now.
if you spam the same fucking things for years on end,
It's dead
every
already.
stream, like it's enough at some point. Like who cares?
It ruins the
like
chat.
you are
It
an
ruins the
autistic
chat.
All right.
guy.
Well, we don't need to culp. I mean, it's just over now. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's-
It's not a cope. It's
I'm
just
not
stupid.
coping
I don't
about
get
it.
it.
I don't care. I mean, it's over now.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
Let's get back.
I'm not
Back
like
to the
it's
biggest.
just it's just like people were getting like really turned off that was all that was in my chat, and it's like the only 5 people doing it, but they'll spam it 1,523 times in the stream to get
It is
attention.
annoying. It's
And
extremely
nobody
annoying.
can read the chat. I can't read the chat. It's just stupid. All right. So Faith. All right. Here we go. Next page. Faith, where she stated that Ariana was acting erotic and that Faith was sent into a full PTSD-induced panic attack. Having further requested details from her, she sent me 54-second long audio message which she clearly presented Ariana screaming that my father, Matthew, had kidnapped my 3 younger brothers. How do you kidnap a 16-year-old? I have no idea. Had kidnapped my 3 younger brothers and was screaming, asking why Matthew knew Ariana was freaking out, while Faith, barely able to speak, was trying to explain that since it was a situation that involved him, she wanted to know what was happening since Ariana wasn't sharing any further details. I proceeded to message Ariana and told her not to call the police, to which she told me to, and I quote, "Fuck off, Ethan." So he wants a restraining order because his mother told him to fuck off. This is one of his major justifications for the restraining order.
A judge is going to be like, what are these people on?
My sister proceeded to message me following my actions, begging me not to message Ariana again in fear that her behavior was getting increasingly violent, and she was afraid for her and my nephew, Xander.
How does Faith go outside? Like, how does she deal with the real world? She can't deal with words. She can't deal with anything. It's unbelievable.
Well, they're all, you'll read, as we go through this, everybody is having a PTSD panic attack. Everybody has
but
at least
it's
10
also
PTSD
because
panic
all
attacks.
these things are written by the same guy.
Well, yeah.
Like, this is all Matthew Vickers writing this. This isn't his kid sitting down writing all this shit. It's his writing style. It's the same typos he always
I mean,
makes.
having a panic attack anyway is not a reason for a restraining order either.
Yeah,
when
but
your
like
mom
judges-
yells at you and you have a panic, you're having a panic attack from your mom yelling at
You don't
you.
get restraining orders when their husbands break in their houses and beat the shit out of them.
Right,
Not
for
because your
violence.
mom, because your mom asked why your father stole her children and took them away from her. and then said, "Fuck you." Like, are you kidding me? I would, if I was a judge, I'd just laugh and say, "No, I'm not going to." Because if they give her a restraining order on her and it's like a real one, she loses her gun rights. Like, you lose your gun rights if you have restraining orders on you and stuff. Like, you're considered like a weirdo, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of a big deal. It's not like a little thing. It's not like just, oh, hey, why don't we just stay away from each other or whatever. It's a big deal. It's like, yeah.
Squire, are you there? Squire's just
Yes,
eating.
yes,
Are you
I'm still
eating?
here.
Did you get food?
No.
No. You want to
I'm
read this
just-
next part? My voice is a little hoarse.
I'm sorry. I'm just still fucking blown away. What part are we at?
We're at, I told her I would stop
Oh God.
in the middle.
What voice should I do this in?
Whatever voice that you please. It's just my voice is
Fucking
my voice
velvet.
is sore from
I'm gonna
laughing
do this
so
like
hard.
an old voice. I told her I would stop, but that was driving over. I was driving over for her safety, and she proceeded to send me another voice message. This time it was of my grandmother, Rita, Ariana's mother, telling her to calm down while
Toxic
she's
grandma.
screaming at the top of her lungs. It's just dox all the family.
Toxic grandma, yeah.
This further encouraged me to drive over, and Fiona decided to accompany me in the event things progressed. Faith actively begged me to stay, also in fear of my safety, but I drove over anyways. On my way over, Faith sent me screenshots of conversations with my father and my oldest brother, William Vickers, to further explain the situation to me, and it was apparent that my mother had been screaming at my father. My three younger brothers decided that they felt unsafe and asked if they could go shopping with my father away from my mother.
That's what it, yeah. Hey, I'll take you shopping. You got to just go along with this thing I tell
My
you.
ex-abuser grandma, yes.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine
My father-
being an 18-year-old boy and being scared of your mom. Like, come on. No judge is going to buy that.
He was very afraid. He had a PTSD panic attack.
My father told my mother that they felt unsafe and were leaving and refused to elaborate where they were going. But they'd be back in a bit, and that's what provoked my mother to threaten reporting him to law enforcement. Faith proceeded to tell me that Ariana came screaming at her for texting Matthew, that she was scared, and Ariana told Faith that Faith was ruining Ariana's life. What? I arrived, and Fiona decided to
They're all
stay in the
ruining each
car
other's lives.
until further. Who fucking wrote this shit? Who
Vickers.
wrote this shit? I approached Ariana, who was waiting outside, and told Ariana she cannot call the police. Wait, what? She cannot call the police. Especially if Matthew took my brothers with him because
You
they
can't
felt
call
they
the
were in
police,
danger.
mommy. I'm calling the police on you. You can't call
Yeah.
the police.
And
Yeah,
that it could
that's
end up
so
having
weird.
repercussions on her because law enforcement would end up being curious why the boys felt threatened. She proceeded to scream that they were her kids too. Our argument continued inside, and it was back and forth about the situation that had been occurring since October. The situation escalated when my mother made Faith, who was carrying Xander and comforting him, came out of her room and listened to us. And when my mother was on the side of the interior hallway and my sister and I were on the other side, my sister, barely able to speak, interjected to try and explain what I was trying to say, to which my mother
Can you even follow this? Can you even follow what's
it's
going
one
on?
part she's calling her Ariana, and the other part she's calling her his mom. Like, fucking, what the fuck? My mother began screaming even louder while charging at my sister extremely aggressively from down the hall. Upon seeing this, I ran in between them and held my hand out to stop motion to my mother, making sure not to make physical contact. I like how you had to add that in. And telling Ariana to step away from Faith. Get away from my sister, you piece of shit. Ariana proceeded to slap my hands out of the way and told me to, quote, fuck off. You haven't been on my side at all since day one, Ethan. And it was at this point that my grandmother told everyone to calm down, and my mother went to go talk to... Hang on, what's the next page?
Let's see.
Why would the court care about half of the shit written in this?
This sounds so
none of it.
fucked.
He got,
This
so
sounds
basically, she slapped his hand. Well, guess what? That's your mom. That's still not a big. That's not enough. Like,
No,
don't
he
know, it's
deserves
just-
that's physical abuse. He deserves a restraining
Plus,
order.
this
with
was
his
2
mother.
years ago. Like, what
2
the
years
fuck?
ago, his mother slapped his hand. Obviously,
And now
imagine if Faith. Imagine if Faith came home one day and Ralph had Xander. She'd freak out too. There's no, moms care about their kids. If their wacko dad takes up, I'm not calling Ralph wacko, I'm calling Vickers wacko. If the guy just takes off 3 kids somewhere and he won't tell you where they are or what he's doing with the kids, you're kind of worried because he could be one of those, fucking homicidal, suicidal. Who knows what could happen? But it's like she can worry about her kids. I don't know. I just think.
well,
these
yeah, a
kids are
mother
gonna
can
regret
scream at her
this.
children. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, if you're screwing up, whatever it is. And I mean, it's stupid that it's over, and it's stupid that the kids are involved at all on both sides. That the fact there are sides, like your kids shouldn't have to deal with any of this. They're harming all their kids by doing this. I'll say, well, I'm not going to take a side myself, really. I'm just going to say, like, as a parent, you don't do this to your kids. You don't put that stress on them. That's insane. It's selfish. Extremely selfish.
Well, yeah. I think everybody basically agrees with that mentality.
I hope the judge does, because I think it's insane to be like, to write 4 pages and in the end, your mom slapped your hand away when you put your hand up at her. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
why
think it's a really
tell the judge
big
half
deal.
of this stuff? Like, why
Well,
would
the
the
judge is
judge
gonna-
care about all this family drama? Who cares?
Well, because they brought it to the court. That's why there is a judge. That's why. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
just don't think.
he's just writing this stuff into like, it's not gonna get him a restraining order, but it's all gonna be posted on the internet and embarrass him.
Well, these people don't understand
Like,
what
he could
real
have just
violence.
said, yeah, on Friday the 13th, she slapped me and I felt
Yes.
threatened and had to call the police.
But the problem is,
Like,
that's all there is.
Why write a novel?
4 pages of nothing, and she slapped my hand, and my sister is so scared she can't talk. And it's like, yeah, your parents are getting a divorce. It might be a little messy, but like, to start getting restraining orders is insane. Really insane. And
but-
even if they get it, even if they stop talking to their mother, if something happens to her in a few years, they are going to hate their father and be so angry with themselves until they die. Like, you don't do this to your mother. You just don't. She was there your whole life, and now all of a sudden that they're getting a divorce. Even if she is fucking Ralph, she's still your mother. I don't know. My parents are dead. My sister just died. All my real family's dead.
Oh my
I'd do anything
God.
to see
There's
any of
also
them.
breaking news here
Oh,
that we're going to have to get into in the next segment. So let's power through this, people. Let's power through.
All right.
Let's power through because we have breaking news going on a totally
Squire
other
still here?
universe. Yeah,
Where
he's
are we
still
at?
here.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. I can't fucking read this shit. It's so small.
But I'm glad that other people are outraged.
Why is it?
RFK
Why is this
Jr.
stream?
is outraged by this insanity.
Why
It's
can't I?
ridiculous.
I don't know why you can't read it, Squire.
It looks like shit. I can't. It's that.
Yeah, just read it from the YouTube stream.
Wait a second. Why does it look like shit? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It looks like fucking
complete shit.
braille.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yes, I can't read shit.
I can't read.
Hold on a second.
The
It's
Discord
probably
thing is
because I got
totally-
Euros.
Oh yeah. it does.
Euros cursed it. It's cursed by Euros.
I could fix that. It looks like it went down to like 144p, doesn't it? Here,
It
how about
does.
now?
It's like ancient scrolls and shit.
How about
Okay.
now?
Yes, I can see it. Car with William. And right before we left, my mother yelled that if I took him to my father's house, he would call the cops. It is at this point that my mother... Wait, what? That my mother nor father? What? Dude. I'm like mentally
I don't
fucked.
even know where we are.
And it is at this point that my mother nor father have had a legal custody agreement. And I'm fully aware.
You're 20 years old.
Yeah. So basically, when people split up, one parent can claim
They're not
custody
divorced. They're not
over
divorced.
the children.
Well, they're not divorced. That's why nobody can claim custody yet.
So
There's
he's
no
trying to say
custody.
that, oh, no one has claimed custody of them yet at that point, which he shouldn't know unless obviously somebody told him.
Why is he even
Like-
I don't even know why he's even saying this in the fucking documents. It's so retarded. It's too much
His
information.
dad. Yeah, it's a bunch of nothing. Yeah, it's nothing.
And I'm fully aware I can take him there if need be, but to keep her calm, I told her he would definitely return. I took him to go pick up Fiona, who was in Nevada City celebrating Victorian Christmas at the time. And we all went to get him food while we discussed his options. We'd offered to take him so he could spend the night at our apartment, or go and stay with Matthew Vickers, or even Matthew Vickers' mother, Denise Taylor. I like how the mom...
Anybody but the mom. Anybody but the mom.
I can only imagine how fucked Mr. Vickers' mom is. He opted to return to Ariana's place of
So
residency
we can
out
imagine
of
how
fear
fucked Mrs. Vickers is.
of the two younger brothers' safety. When we got back to Ariana's residence, Fiona volunteered to go inside and negotiate William going back inside his terms, which revolved around Ariana no longer screaming about the situation and her not telling him anything she doesn't want Matthew to hear. When Fiona went inside, Ariana tried to guilt trip Fiona, tell her why she was right for the way she behaved towards me and my brothers, and asked how Fiona would feel if everybody sided with her rapist. Whoa, buddy. What the fuck? Fiona responded stating that she had been raped. What?
That's awesome for the internet to know.
Just fucking just put all your personal, your
Is
girlfriend's
this Fiona? Yeah, I'd be so upset if I was her. I just found out that was read on Perspicacity's fucking show. Are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Who would write that in for a public thing that they know how the court works and how people get they're not dumb. What are they doing?
The judge is a big fan of the kill stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Judge is a big fan.
I love the
Judge
kill
is-
stream. This is my favorite show. What the fuck? Fiona responded stating that she had been raped.
Of course.
People did side with them, and she did not act the way Ariana was acting then. Ariana responded to this, to the best of Fiona's knowledge, that Fiona needed to get raped again. What the fuck?
Jeez.
What the fuck? Come on.
Wow.
This didn't happen.
That sounds like Shaggy.
This sounds like the victim. This is literally the fucking victim Olympics.
Yeah.
The victim Olympics. Holy shit.
Once again, there's no physical assault there though. These are words.
God.
You don't get.
It's
don't
but
get-
it is California, so you never
It's
know.
hilarious, but it's not worth the restraining order.
This is like a reverse Sargon. I wouldn't even rape you. You should get raped. Oh my god. Because she
Maybe you
clearly
need to be
didn't
right harder.
receive enough sympathy for victims the first time it happened. This proceeded to send Fiona into a PTSD-induced panic. Oh my fucking god.
Here's another one.
Dude, I feel like we're reading the fucking faith tweets again. Jesus Christ, it's just PTSD. I've been raped on the school bus 1,000 times by an abuser. Holy shit. And she returned to the car. Okay, she had a panic attack. Why did she? Okay, panic attack. Usually they just are frozen in one place. You
No,
have
a
to go
panic
get them.
attack is
No, she-
any distress. any form of
Yeah, but
distress
we have a
is
real.
a PTSD.
I've had a panic attack once. I went to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah,
I
that's not
couldn't
how
talk.
panic attacks
I
work. Where
couldn't breathe.
you're able to like cognitively go back to the car. Like, no, that's not how it works. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
She returned to the car immediately. Ariana sent William a message that she would follow his terms, and he went back inside. Since this incident, my mother has only apologized to me a handful of times. And
Why
only
even put that in there? It's just gonna be bad for your case.
and only with the condition
apologized a handful of times.
that I apologize as well. And flat out refuses to apologize in any way to Fiona unless we have a face-to-face conversation first. Fiona has since felt uncomfortable and unsafe with this option. So do I. This was 2 years ago, so you've been uncomfortable hanging out with your mom for 2 years. Okay, whatever. I've also received messages from both my oldest and second oldest brothers that my mother has called me a liar, an ungrateful brat, a piece of shit, and other profane names. They have also said that she has called Fiona a lying whore, a bitch, and other profane names.
Restraining order.
Restraining order. She has expressed
You called me
extreme
names.
behind our
Mommy
backs.
called me a name. I need a restraining order.
And we are actively terrified of Ariana Kathleen Vickers. Just say it's your mother. You said it's your mother. Oh my fucking god.
Well, it's Mr. Vickers and his son writing this together, apparently.
This fucking dent. Jesus Christ.
No, it's just Mr. Vickers writing this.
Yeah,
I don't think his son.
I think it was with help from his son. They sat down, they wrote this together. Because this does sound like something that actually happened. I could see this happening. It's not restraining order worthy, but I absolutely believe this entire thing happened.
Oh, I believe so too. Yeah.
I mean, he is an ungrateful brat.
Yeah, he is a piece of shit.
He is an ungrateful brat.
I just can't wait for the addendum to this where they say that
things.
She
Who
fucked
sides with their dad over their mom?
Oh my god.
I mean, with a family like this.
Where was I? She's been growing increasingly more physical, showing growing signs of delusions, lack of a grasp on reality, and her emotions becoming stronger and sporadic. We are afraid of Ariana making a trip to our apartment to yell at us about supporting our father, and fearful of her right to own firearms.
Of course.
And believe we require
Mommy is
legal
gonna
protection
shoot me.
to
She
stay
called me
safe.
an ungrateful brat. She's gonna shoot me with the gun.
This is insane.
Oh my god.
I love it so much.
You should at least lie and make something up, like she beat the shit out of you. You know, like
These people really need to get on Jerry. What is the new
Yeah,
Jerry?
well, what's his face? It's Dr. Phil's store.
Yeah, well, this is beyond Dr. Phil can't help these people.
yeah, he's
I don't
not.
know. It would be
He's not on
interesting.
that level.
Yeah, maybe they
I
could
don't
reach
know.
the Catch Me Outside girl on Dr. Phil.
Can you imagine Ralph on Dr. Phil?
Yeah, I
That'd be
can
so
actually.
good.
I could see Ralph on.
I could see Ralph
Yeah.
coming out with the music, with the sunglasses on and the cigar. Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir, you can't smoke in here. Fuck you, bitch.
You remember Dick
Trust no
Master?
bitch.
This is my
Dick
show
Master.
now. I'm the
Yeah.
star. Dr. Phil's a big fan of the kill stream. Dr.
Do you
Phil
know
would be
who I
this
am?
place. Yeah.
I'm from Notorious.
Dr. Phil would be charmed by Ralph, I think.
Of course. Who isn't?
Unless he tries to bring.
I know
Goodwin
who
in,
is.
then they get thrown out.
I know who is charmed by him. Mrs. Vickers is quite
Yeah,
charmed
well,
by him.
apparently every woman is charmed by Ralph. It's kind of insane how much Ralph's got a lot of riz, man. I don't even
Yeah, it's a
understand
gift.
it.
It's a gift and a
Mrs.
curse.
Vickers went
It's a
from
gift and a
wanting to
curse.
shoot Ralph at the head to wanting Ralph. You know, in
To
every
Ralph
way,
making her come for the
in
first
every
time in
other
25 years.
If to Ralph wanting her in every other way, she wanted Ralph in every other way possible. Maybe it was the sexual
Yeah.
tension that was making it crazy.
Well, you know what? She's probably lonely because all her kids are disowning her and fucking trying to write statements on her, and she probably was a little lonely. And here Ralph is apologizing, which her kids won't do. And yeah, it's almost like her kids and her ex-husband pushed her into it.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I would go with that. That is a possibility. It is.
She had her kids. She wouldn't have time for Ralph. I mean, if all your whole family disowns you, the people you gave birth to.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It is playing games.
I will go with that. I mean, I will go with this. Is that, you know, as soon as she just started being civil with Ralph, they literally threw her under the bus and just started making up insane claims and just disowned her because she was just being civil with them. So that's insane.
And they had to, and that just gave her something Ralph to bond over because he went through the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah, they literally pushed their mother into Ralph's arms. And then they're going to blame her.
That is crazy. Well, yeah, they pushed her right
blame
into
yourself.
Ralph's. They
she had her 3 kids. She would have no time for Ralph at all.
Yes.
Suffer, Vickers! I fucked your wife!
All right, let's finish this off because we got to get to the next breaking news cycle.
God. The final and most recent revelations have brought this to a point where protective order is our only option. Ariana has confirmed that she has been in friendly contact with Ethan, Oliver, Ralph, and sharing personal information about our family to him via email and possibly other forms of communication. Ethan Ralph is a convicted felon who, at the age of 34, manipulated my then 18-year-old sister to leave our family home in the middle of the night and flew her to live with him and his mother at Richmond, Virginia.
Is it legal to just make claims like that?
Yeah. Once again, they never let police take any accountability for her choosing to go and do that.
It was here that he kept her illegally plied with alcohol and eventually impregnated her before causing her to flee after he attempted to choke her. Ethan Ralph was later convicted of revenge porn against Faith. No contest! Ethan Ralph has been at odds with our entire family. Ariana included for... Next line. Next line, buddy. Nearly 4 years. He is well known as a very toxic element of the online community for directly harassing or directing and causing harassment, including extremely dangerous tactics like swatting against people who he doesn't like. Ariana has refused to disclose the contents of these emails to family members who have asked for them to see what danger she has put our family in.
Oh my God.
Ariana knows well Mr. Ralph's certainly unethical and questionable legal proclivities. Mr. Vickers wrote this. She had no purpose or reason to contact Mr. Ralph, and intentionally providing him with any private information, truth or lie, is all but a guarantee that the information will be used to cause harassment against the person, children, family, friends, employers, and anyone also linked to the person. Now that my adult sister and I have cut off contact from Ariana, she is taking steps to cause us harassment, which puts our entire family, including her 3 remaining children, at serious risk. I don't know. Filing these is probably doing a much better job at it than Ralph.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think if a judge, I know it's California, but if a judge gives a restraining order for this, number one, she needs to appeal it and get a lawyer because there's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here.
There's literally nothing.
So that is
my first girlfriend. Listen, my first girlfriend I had when I was younger. When I was younger, my first girlfriend, her mom sold her to a drug dealer for crack.
Oh my God, bro!
What the fuck?
Yeah,
what kind of life you led?
Holy shit!
RFK Jr.
I lived a crazy.
Your life is
I lived a crazy life. Well, I grew up. I spent a lot of time in foster care, so she was my foster grandmother's granddaughter, but her mom was a crackhead, and her mother sold her. I think she was like 13 or 14 at the time. I didn't know her then yet, but her mom. Yeah, so I know. And then her parents stole all her money that she earned over a year and smoked it. I know, and beat the shit out. I know.
Oh my God!
Awful. I've seen an awful parent like this. They're crying over her mom saying you're a brat. You should be so blessed that you have a mother. First of all, that isn't a crackhead.
I do agree with you there. I do agree with you there.
I have no clue how ungrateful they are.
They are ingrates. I agree.
Yeah. And
All
that's one
right,
of those things that you like.
So
It's
callers,
only when
yeah,
like
give me
she
your
dies.
give me your final word, and then we're gonna move on to the next segment. I'm gonna close out this Discord.
No, I have no word. I have no more words. I'm stunned.
It is stunning. It is stunning. I can't even believe this is a real.
It's historic. This is like
Who
when
would
Trump
put that in writing? Must have spent hours writing that. And now a judge. I don't even think a judge will read the whole thing. I don't think so.
Well, this is the vicar's way.
Well, he's
Like,
gonna ask
all
like,
of
what
the
is the
previous stuff.
legitimate threat to your safety that your mother?
Yeah, what's your
yelled at you?
feeling? Yeah.
All right. Final words, German man. What do you got to say?
Would this fly in Germany?
Chad is right. You are a Jenny.
Mhm.
Fuck you, Persip. Heroes won.
Oh, buddy.
God. Wow.
Where'd
That
that come
cut deep
from?
on a person.
The Euros what?
I think it's fucking with you.
Okay. Thank you, callers. I appreciate you. I had to. The complaints were like overwhelming, and then when I actually investigated, it was only like 10 people in the chat, but they had just completely taken it over, and I had let them take it over for years. But
You did. I used to find it so annoying because
Yeah.
just it's your chat, your channel. If they don't like you, they don't have to watch
well,
it.
it's not that they don't
have
even
one
like
thing-
me, bro. It's just that they're in this mode where they wanted. I'm not even take it personal. It's just that it's just annoying to everybody. And then
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a shit stir.
it's just annoying, and it's the same thing for like a year and a half. It's like, you can't spam the exact same word over and over and over again for a year and a half. It's just old.
Yeah.
You killed the joke.
I
a long
wouldn't put
time
up with
ago.
it. Yeah, I wouldn't put up with any of that.
And it's just nobody even knows what the problem is that people come into the show and they're looking at the chat and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Like nobody knows but the 10 people what they're even talking about.
I
When
also
you're
don't
also
get
like, oh,
why
you're
it's
not allowing
excluded.
people to abuse you. Like, yeah, no duh. Who's gonna sit there and allow someone to abuse them?
Well,
Like
I
a fucking-
apparently will. I let them do it for a year and a
You
half.
used to.
I don't even
I'm
care
not.
if they. I don't even care. Just come up with something funny.
Yeah, but who else is getting held to that standard? Like every chat is getting Jenny these days.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Like
just
you have one
come
free
on.
chat and you
I
make
let
them make
people
you-
get away with so much
just
shit.
ruin it
in
by
chat.
spamming the chat.
Yeah,
Oh, breaking news, boys! The casino's actually covering this shit.
of course they are.
Of course they are. They need to make $1. Yeah.
At this point.
I don't know how they're gonna cut me out of my own stream, but they'll try. Well, we have to go into casino news.
That's
Web,
right. They're gonna have to
who is
somehow
this?
cut you
Web
out of your own
Wizard.
stream.
Go ahead, Web Wizard, and then I'm gonna close this out for the caller segment, and we're gonna move
All
into
I'm
the
saying
DSP
is-
space.
All I'm saying is, I used to be black kids the Princess Leia shit out of here.
We can't hear you, buddy. I can't hear a word you're saying. Hello? I don't know what just happened, Squire.
Yeah, I think he.
Did
he
you
must
hear
have
a word
awful
of what he
service.
said?
I didn't hear a word that guy said.
It sounded like he was calling us from a bunker. or
A
might have
tin
been
can
calling
on a string.
Some shit.
Yeah, he's on a tin can on a string.
It's on
Pretty
the fucking
bad.
temporal fucking delay or some shit.
Yeah, it was like he was calling us from the space station or something.
Yeah, I think he was. Calling
Calling from 1988.
He's calling from the bridge of the yesterday's Enterprise, buddy.
Did you talk about DSP trying to whipping PPP?
You're ruining
Yes.
you're ruining the next segment. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But
Alright.
Ashton has already responded, and we'll get into that.
Yes.
I didn't know
we'll
that.
Get into that. So I'm gonna close this part out because nobody gives a fuck about DSP, and from my callers, they all bitch and complain that I'm covering DSP. But this is big news. So I'm gonna close this out before we all get like mass reported and banned or some weird bullshit.
Yes. Yes. All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
I know
let's-
how
let's-
certain people work. And I appreciate you guys for calling in. I appreciate German Man, RFK Jr. I appreciate you for calling in. Caller from space, I appreciate you calling in. I'm sorry that we couldn't hear you. Of course, Kilkino Casino, I appreciate you as well. You have a direct line to me if you want to call in, because I know you probably do want to talk about this next segment. So if you want to join us in a panel, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And we'll move on to the next part of the show. What do you think?
Yeah.
So I'm going to end this stream and then we'll restart another one, because this should just be all preserved in its own bubble, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
Makes sense.
That's why I got to end this. So
right.
so we'll preserve this all in its own bubble. Join me for the next stream. I'm going to start it up in just a few minutes. Okay, guys? All right.
All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, we'll see you in a minute. I hope you enjoyed this shocking news, this shocking Ralph news revelation. Amazing.